Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is SKTV coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Diego Kenneth. I want to say thank you to all of you for following SKTV. We want to encourage you to share the show. Today we are going to be discussing Liberia once again as to who is in control in terms of the governance system. The president is away, but even if the president is present, his control of the government is not being visible. Things look very, very confusing. Things look out of order right now. Nothing is actually going on. But again, I want to take this time to say thank you to all of you for joining SKT. I want to encourage you to go ahead and share the show as we get this conversation started. So share the show, everybody, so we can get it going.
There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We talk about podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. What is our people who willing to serve? The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The brothers giving us the end, the promise from them. The welcome my life without fear.
I live
Master.
Play body so make you I can't ask you TV benyo. Say my journey, tina get I say my jamo. And you no money, emu aye yo. And you love emu aye yo.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the lofa and grandfather.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I forget it now ya to money. That's the baby, and I don't forget it now. So she walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the lofa and grandfather.
There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We talk about podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. What is our people who willing to serve? The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and the promise my best. The world with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Banku, Bombing, Kidman, Montserrat, Sano to Bakulu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa.
There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We talk about podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. What is our people who willing to serve? The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The brothers giving us the end, the promise from them. The welcome my life without fear.
I live
Master.
Play body so make you I can't ask you TV benyo. Say my journey, tina get I say my jamo. And you no money, emu aye yo. And you love emu aye yo.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the lofa and grandfather.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money. ena salia ya tumale, ena kona gli ya tumale, ena kodubwa ya tumale, ana na pagiyari na ya tumale, esta tiki, ana na pagiyari na, tosi wako ma ya tumale, oh, oh, oh.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the local and grandmaster.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and outside of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The flesh, the time, and the efforts are rare. The broadcast we giving are real and the premise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandpa's and Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombay, Kidman, Montserrat, San to Bacalu, from Maryland, Punk County to Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and outside of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The blessing, the time, and the efforts are rare. The brothers giving us here and the premise from there. The work of my life without fear.
I live
Master.
Cleverly, so I can't ask you if you been you. Say my journey, Tina get I say my jamo. And you say no money, and more I go. And you love
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the local and grandmaster.
Ena dine ya tumale, ena salia ya tumale, ena kona gli ya tumale, ena kodubwa ya tumale, ena dine ya tumale, ena salia ya tumale, ena kona gli ya tumale, ena kodubwa ya tumale, ana na pagiyari na ya tumale, esta tiki, ana na pagiyari na, tosi wako ma ya tumale.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in the whole wide world. Milbo, how are you doing, sir?
Thank you. And let me join you also to say in the SKTV, since we started up to now, we are the best because we discuss issues without border and we talk the things that people think that maybe they won't be able to talk about. So indeed, we are the best. So thanks to all of our followers, thanks to all of our viewers, and all of you that also, in fact, sometimes you did participate into our line, when we open a line. Indeed, you are the best. That what make us to be team. So in this circle, I'm good. Thank God for life. And how are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Even though we got some challenges going on, but life is good. Once you are alive, that's the most important thing. And you are healthy, that's the plus. But yes, it's good to be here. I want to take this time to recognize a few people here today, at least those who have said something. I want to say welcome to SKTV, Yumutru Kranga, Fred Nyimpa, and Eton Papi Great. Welcome to SKTV, Marie Pratt, and Antoinette Gallo. Welcome to SKTV. Elizabeth Bowen. Welcome to SKTV. Berto Stewart. Welcome to SKTV. Gola Zoe. Welcome. And Faliku Kroma. Welcome to SKTV. James Davis. Welcome. Ketile Tobogi. Welcome to SKTV. Ernestine Bernard. Mustafa Balo, Jason Jane, welcome to SKTV. Baton Kula, welcome to SKTV. My friend and brother Edwin Crow, welcome. Linda Streets, welcome to SKTV. Eric McGill, welcome to SKTV. I want to say thank you to all of you for joining us. Mabon, what's going on in Liberia? Because we have a lot to talk about today. Before you even go, a lot going on, and we were able to get some more information uh, on the issue relating to the fight within the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Agency in the Republic of Liberia. Uh, Now we know that we have some information in terms of what really transpired. We also have some test messages from the chat room of the DEA as to what happened. I don't think a lot of people have that information. I'm not sure who all have it. But yes, SKTV is in possession of some of the exchanges in the chat room of the DEA, wherein words were traded, insult and disrespect at the highest level at each other, and there were a lot of threat issue. So we have those information probably for the security of our sources. We may not post it, but we'll read some of it. In fact, we have some of the people, their name showing and their number showing from the chat room. And it's quite interesting. And beyond that, SKTV is also informed about the action that Joseph Boakai is about to take with regards to who stays or who leaves when it comes to the DEA or DEA. We may want to take over. Let me respond to this call real quick.
So, indeed, thank you so much, Seku. And to our followers and our viewers, indeed, today is Wednesday, having to be the 5th of June. Mind you, we already into the 6th month of the year 2024. So if you are still, thinking about a lot of things, thinking about what to do and so on. But indeed, this is the show, the SKTV show. We're going to be with you up to 8 o'clock on tonight with a lot of issues, a lot of things that we'll be talking about from right here on the platform. So, Seku, if you're
Yes.
back, then yeah.
Thank you so much. At the Lola, the other circle were looking for me, waiting for me to come. We can show face.
I'm even surprised. I just see the
Yeah.
man, the man just show.
The man with the corner, the man didn't want to show face. The man bluffing, but me, I'm not talking. The man got a haircut. I said to I got my haircut. My own part of my get my haircut. I can just do sabu.
Mm-hmm.
I can just call the mother short. Call the mother short. I can yeah, I just do my sabu here. I can say that. Some people can call me that the sabu here guy. I will take it. Anything, any kind of way you call me, I want it. Yeah. So
Yeah,
second,
difference between
what's going on, man? What's going on? Good to be here today again. What's going on in Grand there?
um Grand Judea as we speak right now. We got some machines that came from River G. They've already entered from River G side to Grand Judea. In Zweju City, they are already, grading the road. So mini from tomorrow, day after tomorrow, to go River G now, you can one way or the other close the app up if only the rain doesn't spoil it. Only the rain will prove to all that they are doing work. But what we heard is that the people will be on the road until the rainy season ends, where they will start the alpha pavement. I mean, that's what we gather from people, but that's not official yet, anyway.
Okay. how the internet when I
Yeah,
try you to
today, pa, I beg the internet. I hold the internet for when I try it. Yeah,
because
yeah, I
yesterday
beg.
somebody called from Nigeria was complaining about you, saying that Seku, you're not doing a good job today, we're not getting the show. And the person was saying that since you started, airing SK TV there, they have been very happy. And when you told me in the back, I think the people of Nigeria and the entire Southeast, they are really excited to have SKTV on Top FM there in Dredu, Grand Nigeria County. So yes, Mabel, you said politically and socially, economically, is there a lot going on in Liberia, especially in Monserrado County where you reside. What's going on? Take up to speed as to what is going on before we dive into the actual conversation as to who is in control of Liberia, specifically Liberian government.
So again, let me join and say to my colleague, sorry, Sheikh, let me say, Sheikh, rather, Sheikh, we have Sheikh
Somebody
Sano,
said there's a
so I'm up.
somebody said there's a feedback. I don't know. Are you all hearing the feedback or no? Or just
Yeah, it's from April.
I'm not hearing.
Okay, so let me see what are you getting it. Are you still getting it?
That was like a feedback from the radio there, right?
So you getting it?
Should we still getting
I,
it?
I think so.
I think it
Maybe.
should be.
All right.
No.
Yeah. So, all right. When it sound, yeah.
Yeah, we're still getting it.
All right, good. So indeed, today again is another day for us as people. And mind you, there are so many things happening. With all of the news that have been happening since the government came to power, so many things. But we're just going to delve into some of the major ones that we have been uh, hearing or seeing for the past days, especially with the latest one coming from the president of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Yimabwaka, suspending the heads of the LDA that sparkle with a lot of mixed views from Liberians as to why would the president maybe suspend the other person, or maybe why the president not even dismiss the people instead of him maybe suspending them. So there are mixed reaction to that. And when that news break up yesterday evening, people thought that maybe it was a joke, but after a day, now people get to know that yes, in fact, it's true. So LDA has been suspended without pay, according to the president or the government of Liberia. And again, yes, so many things like the the rainy season is here. Like my brother was saying not too long, and there are a lot of work that's still been done through the government. They are still fighting out to maintain those that's still according to them that they spend close to 22 million out of four. So maintenance is still ongoing, and the people are following suit as to yes, indeed, whether the president is really meant what he said, and the president is also out of the country. Maybe we will be expecting the president anytime soon before the weekend, or maybe during the end of maybe during the weekend. So the latest one is the Lone Star of Liberia. Just played not too long. They played Namibia in the World Cup qualifier, and they drew 1-1 to Namibia. So as we speak, the Lone Star of Liberia is sitting at spot number 5 with just a point from the draw. So far so good. This has money happening back home. Seku, apart from the House of Representative and not the Senate, where there are some lawmakers, coming up with their own disagreement with so many things, but we can't bucket everything. But this is one of the major happening back home.
Yeah, let's see if Seku is available, so we can get his perspective as to what is going on in the country. I know many of you. Yeah, maybe we're still getting the feedback for some reason. I don't know why is that. Yeah, so for some reason, Liberians across the globe are heavily vested in the ongoing commotion within the LDA. involving Colonel Ibrahim Kruma and that of Hassan Fadiga. And from all indication, Liberians are divided. Everyone is taking side, supporting one against the other, and primarily on political affiliation and some on tribal affiliation. In some cases, on religious affiliation. So Liberians are heavily divided when it comes to that. And that is why we decided to ask this question as to who is in control. Because we're all going to say what we want to say. Everybody will take side. Everybody will decide who they want to support. People will make their own judgment as to who is right or who is wrong. The ultimate decision lies within the purview of the president, President Joseph Nima Boakai. And from all indication, it seems like Joseph Nima Boakai is not in control. Now the fight is between people who have been fighting each other as to who controls the president. And if care is not taken, from what we are hearing, what we are seeing, the fight could go a long way, regardless who goes or who stays. It seems like this fight is going to be, one of the, defining moment that will actually show us an indication as to what kind of a leader Joseph Nima Boakai is, whether he is a pragmatic leader or he is somebody, a laissez-faire leader, or he is somebody who is being pulled by his nose, by his follower leaders, some of the leaders that actually leave from behind. But if care is not taken, this will actually affect Joseph Nima Boakai government, directly. What we have learned, there is a video circulating in social media wherein you could hear Fadiga and the other guy who is the deputy director for administration for the DEA. Mom, welcome.
What's up, guys? What's up, Melbourne, and to the rest of the SKTV listening crew around the world, from the US, Europe, Canada, and more specifically Liberia in general. Another beautiful day to be alive, and we are here to give you the news as they unfold on SKTV as usual. So once again, I say welcome to the show.
Yes, Mom, thank you so much. So like I was saying, Joseph Nima Boakai, we actually proved to the Liberian people whether or not he's in control. And his judgment has been put to test. His leadership has been put to test. We are aware that Fadiga was recommended by Stanton Witherspoon, the guy who literally was running the campaign of Joseph Nima Boakai, the guy who owns Spoon Network. He recommended Fadigas. You know, we have two Fadiga. People kind of mistaking one for the other. They are twins. And Al Hussein Fadiga is the one that is on the Spoon Network. Hassan Fadiga is the one that is with the DEA. But people kind of mix each of them for mistaking one for the other one. So the one who is with Spoon is the one that actually engages in politics and political commentary, being around politics and being actually a little bit, more abreast with the issues in Liberia in terms of politics than the one that they appointed. So the one that is appointed was the one that was working here in America. Somebody say he was a correctional officer. Somebody say, working with some, prison compound or something like that. I'm not sure, 100% sure what the information is. But he got the appointment simply because of the recommendation from Stanton Witherspoon. Union Fagon got appointment because of Stanton Witherspoon and a couple of other people. And Stanton is not happy about the others that didn't get job from Joseph Mboga because he believed that he owns the government because he actually spent his money. He had Joseph Mboga on payroll for months or years. And so for him, I believe he's supposed to be in charge of the government in terms of appointment, who deciding who serve in what position. So when A.B. Nkrumah was appointed at this position, those guys, they have problem with it. They wanted to be the one to hold the position. And since then, they have been fighting each other for control, for money, for power. So we were informed yesterday that the president intervened directly, but yet some within the inner cycle of Stanton Witherspoon, I think they have some information as to whether or not who will stay or who will leave. And SKTV is informed that after the investigation, that Fadiga will probably leave. Like I said, according to the information, it seems like Fadiga want to let go. He might be given different position, or he might be just let go. But that's what we are hearing. But then with that information, the Witherspoon group, they are not happy. They are threatening to go on a rampage. They are threatening to go against Joseph Mboga government if that happened. They are threatening that they brought the government to power. If Fadiga is let go, they will do everything to bring the government down by undermining the work of the government, and also threatening that they have a lot of information in terms of the drug trafficking issue. Fadiga went to Guinea-Bissau. They say Senegal, but we know he went to Guinea-Bissau. Ibi Kruma went to Guinea-Bissau. They all say in Senegal, but SKTV is telling you that they went to Guinea-Bissau. And Joseph Boakai also went to Guinea-Bissau. And the drug thing is way bigger than just Fadiga and Ibi Kruma. But based on political reasons, it seems like Joseph Boakai is in hot water. Joseph Boakai is in the middle of a hard rock and a hard surface. And if care is not taken, this is the straw that could break the camel's back. So maybe I can assure you that with the information in our possession, from all indication, from the video, and the text messages that we receive from the chat room of the DEA, I think Fadiga was more aggressive, was rude and disrespectful to Ibi Kruma as the boss. Because Ibi Kruma is the Director General and Fadiga is the he's not even the principal deputy. The principal deputy is the deputy for administration, and Fadiga is the second deputy for operation. From the video, before I even get to the text messages, because most of you may not have access to that, but we'll be reading some of the stuff from the text message. But from the video, you can listen, you can hear Fadiga talking. When you walk in, Fadiga, you can hear Ibi Kruma, you can hear Ibi Kruma saying that I don't want anybody walking here with arm. And the other guy, the other deputy, let me see his name. I forgot his name. I will look at it. I will call his name later on. Maybe I'm not hearing you.
You're talking about the deputy for administration?
Yes.
I think his name is Kowo or Kowo.
I think Kowu, some sort of Kowu. I'm not sure. Yeah, but Kowu, you could hear him telling Ibi Kruma, F you. What a disrespect is this? We will come here with arm. And you could also hear Fadiga also echoing similar comment and making statements such as, you can tell your man to disarm me. And there were a lot of insults in the background. So the video is everywhere. Everybody, listen. That's why I don't even really care. Maybe Sekou want to play it later on.
No. If you want me to play, I can play. I don't get a problem. But it was from that particular video. I even got to understand that it was Ibi Kruma who recommended Fadiga for that job.
Okay. Yeah. So from that video, you could tell that Fadiga was being a little bit aggressive, disrespectful, and even insulting. And to be honest, let's forget about the political affiliation. Let's do away with the tribal sentiment and the religious sentiment. Both Fadiga and Ibi Kruma are Liberians. If you are given position, if you are appointed to opposition, you have the leadership, you have the boss, you have the subordinate, especially in a paramilitary setting. a subordinate should always be respectful to your leader in the discharge of your duty. But wherein you can hear the subordinate telling the leader, F you, and threatening, in fact, discharging tear gas. That was very unfortunate. That was very unfortunate. And I've seen other people trying to reduce this whole idea of diaspora Liberian versus local Liberian, or maybe the status quo versus newcomer. This is not fair assessment. If we can go by what we have in our hand. Even the video alone, Fadiga and the other guy who is the administrative
Yes, the deputy. I think he's the second man in command, right? If you go,
yeah, he the second man,
Good.
and then Fadiga is the third.
good.
So they were all disrespectful and insulting to A.B. Krumah. And A.B. Krumah was kind of a little bit calm when I listened to the video, to be honest. So for me, the president or the national security, joint security team of the government, this is now a hard case. This is very clear. Unless you want to play politics with it, we're not going to tell them what to do or how they should do it. But I think in every setting, we expect some level of coordination and cooperation within an agency, and we expect certain respect amongst and between the people working for that agency. But wherein the boss man is telling you we don't want, let's think about this for a minute. If there's misfeelings already existing within the agency, and you are having meeting, somebody is saying we don't want anybody to bring arm into the conference room where we are having a meeting, or to deputy or to the director general's office. If you don't have ulterior motive, all you need to do, put your arm down or leave the arm in your office and come in and have a conversation. But the manner in which they reacted to the demand that no arms should enter, that somehow, amplified the whole thing, the way they reacted to it, with the insult and disrespect. So yesterday, after the show, we went deeper. It was all about appointments made by A.B. Krumah to the border. So on the text message here, you could see Fadiga writing in the chat room, say that he is not aware of anybody being appointed or assigned, trying to ignore or being disrespectful for the fact that why A.B. Krumah has to appoint. And also, in the text message, you can read a text message from A.B. Krumah congratulating or commending the members of the LDEA for the job well done while he was away. And when A.B. Krumah did that, Fadiga, that didn't go well with Fadiga. Fadiga said he doesn't know, he's not aware of any appointment done. So he does not recognize the appointment done by A.B. Kroma. Those are things in the text message from their chat room. Somebody will be shocked to know that I did not receive that, text message from A.B. Kroma. In fact, we reached out to A.B. Kroma yesterday. We informed him that we have people calling, somebody called from Fadiga's office. If you can, send us somebody so we can have a conversation where in your office will be represented and Fadiga office will be represented to give us a clear picture as to what really transpired at the DE office that actually resulted into the commotion and almost fixed fight. And we were told that they were sending somebody, but nobody even called, nobody responded to us. So we have somebody else in the chat room there that sent us the information, the text message, the screenshot. In fact, the screenshot, you can know whose phone number is what, because on a WhatsApp chat, if your number is registered, whatever name is registered under, when you write, that name can show. If you write Seku, if you write Mayborn, if you write something, when you write, that will always show. So if somebody screenshot anything on there, all the people that commented, you can see it in their name. And the ones that don't have their name or their number registered, the number can show. So I have most of the numbers here in the name of people who actually participated in the conversation leading to the fight. So Joseph Boakai, government should be careful. The fact that Fadiga came from America with uniforms only for his own group, that is scary, that's dangerous. To come from America with tear gas only for his own group that he controls, that's dangerous. Also, dressing in their uniform, appearing with armed, fully armed, and tear gas, that could lead to something else. The last time we had A.B. Kroma on here, we asked him, and we informed him that HKTV was informed about some elements within his inner cycle that were reportedly working for Yeke Koluba, and they were recruited without the due process, without following the actual way of recruitment. And A.B. Kroma told us that he was very clear that there was a guy he was waiting when he went to Dixon Sibel's office, the representative at the Capitol building. He was with one guy and then he saw Yeke there. A.B. Kroma said that on the show. But we informed him that any security agency, people that carry arms, the recruitment can be just like that. Because by then we were informed that the president's son And some other guy was taking people and just sending their names and just dropping them off for them to work without going through any proper channel of recruitment. This is exactly what you get if you do that. When Fadiga said, tell your men then to take the arm from me if they want it, they can do it. Guess what happened? They took it from him. They jumped on him. And we were informed that the two people that jumped on, every commander will not tell me all those information. I was informed that the two people that jumped on Fadiga to disarm him were Fakoli and Keita. Keita is one of those boys that used to be with Jackie Colbert before. So it seems like what we are seeing at the DEA, we have similar problems, similar issue in other agencies, in other security apparatus. I can tell you, the AFL is a town bomb. The EPS is a town bomb. The LDEA is a town bomb. If care is not taken, Joseph Boakai will be very, very, very much in a difficult position that you will not be able to control. But let me get your take, Monk and Maybon. Maybe right after that, we can play the video for our audience, those who haven't seen it, so they can listen and make their own judgment. But this is not good for the country. And Joseph Boakai should not buy down to the threat from Standard Witherspoon Group saying that they will disgrace Joseph Boakai or they will go against Joseph Yima Boakai, should Joseph Boakai fire Fadiga. If you buy down to the threat and say, nobody is wrong, nobody is right, nobody is wrong, and fire the both of them, there will be some consequences. Either way. But you gotta just be the leader and do what is right, regardless of the consequences that comes with it. Monk, what say you, my brother?
Well, yesterday, I tried to do some deep dive into this whole issue. That's why I posted on my page today that this is beyond drugs and law enforcement. There's a national security threat that warrant a congressional investigation and oversight, because some of the allegations made is far bigger than what I'm not going to watch a few minutes video and draw a conclusion about that. But in Liberia, it's a trend. People forget the most important thing and focus on petty things. The video does not explain it all. If you want to know how far this particular rigmarole started, you got to go back to the allegations made by Fadiga and his colleague. I don't know the other deputy. I don't know someone like Kawo. I don't know how you spell that name.
I will actually find a name just now.
Every time there is a major problem, that's why I'm saying it's one of the problems, like, bro, we don't know when to play politics. People cannot separate things that affect the nation versus things that they should be playing politics with. It will always be about tribal sentiment, religious sentiment, about who is in control. Because as far as I'm concerned, under this administration, it's one of the worst start ever in the history of Liberia that I know of. I have never seen any government that came to power with this kind of a misstep repeatedly within the first 6 to 7 months. Never happened before. So we all knew election had consequences and the election is over. We're not going to that. But some of the allegations made by Fadiga, because Fadiga wrote both the the Minister of Justice and the Attorney General. That was the biggest part. The allegation Fadiga made, he listed a litany of issues. Why Fadiga is actually saying that? People say, I'm not trying to take side because I know we'll get to the bottom and this thing is irreversible. Because I know if there are no facts to justify their claim, they won't reach that far by going to the Minister of Justice and the Attorney General. While Fadiga is literally saying that I accept the fact that Abiy Croman come here with a wealth of experience in security when it comes to Liberia. I'm new to this game. But I am being more professional here than my boss. My boss is a drug dealer. Plain and simple. But the other side is making it to look at if to say it's about professionalism. That somebody is not respecting the boss. You know, I see people all on Facebook, your boss is your boss. Your boss is your boss. Okay, my boss is my boss. When you go to an organization or professional organization, there are certain rules and requirements you are required of. You should do your day-to-day activity. But what happens if your boss steps over the line? Where do you draw the line? I'm not saying that. That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, we'll get to the bottom of this thing, and it will be a test of Joseph Boaga leadership ability. But my thing here is, why I didn't read no other news in Liberia. All I did yesterday evening was I skimmed through the letter from Fadiga. I was like, wow, this guy is going deep. He even accusing Abiy Croman of training up to 400 men illegally stationed all over the country, which is an insurgency. If you are telling me that Ogala Zigzag Maza that is on video that went to the Hague to testify against Taylor or renowned war criminal, if you are telling me that he's illegally training up to 400 people, what does that suggest? Fadiga lists exhibit from the airport how when they attempt to carry on raid, Abiy Croman is going to stop those raid. He will even say some of those folks, they are confidential informant. Like, you cannot wrap your head around this issue. It's bigger than what you think. And I believe they cannot work together. Not only the fact that they cannot work together, I cannot even fathom the logic that Joseph Boaga at this stage will even entertain both of them. Because it carries national security implication. They won't work together. It's impossible for them to work together. And you can say all you want. The video is not sufficient because it started since the inception of this administration. That every time Fadiga say, and that's his side of the story, that's why we want for Abiy Croman to come out to even rebuff or rebuke some of the statement Fadiga is making here on this thing here. Because even when it comes to the professionalism, Fadiga said they went to an executive meeting that certain positions were allocated for women, and they wanted to put people in position that were part of the bureau that were trained from the academy. But guess what? Those positions were not given to women. He said Abiy Croman put a stop to that, and he brought in Kofi Wood's brother. And when they asked him, he said he was under pressure and under duress. That was one exhibit. He talked about the situation at the airport. He talked about how Abiy Croman, they talked about revamping the DEA when it comes to their brain. They talk about restructuring. At the end of the day, Abiy Croman will tell people that they shouldn't take instruction from Fadiga, but his brother, who happens to be Sensi Croman, can be running operation outside of the activities of the DEA. So my thing is, I'm not jumping to conclusion. I will wait, but there are more facts. There are issues that are far bigger than that video. You can watch the video, yeah, you hear people insulting here and there, but that is not the crux of this argument. It's bigger than that. The video cannot explain it all. We need congressional oversight. We need to hear from Abiy Croman because those allegations made by Fadiga, they are bigger. They carry national security implications that is bigger than the DA. The entire country is at risk. I woke up that morning, I saw those ex-EPS officer. Look, you cannot have disagreement within the AFL and all the major security apparatus in the country. It means Liberia is more than a time bomb. Liberia is an explosive. That's just why it is. So for me, I went deeper than that, and we will see. We'll keep hearing from other people. But
so before we go to Sekou and then Maybon, you are right when you say it's bigger than Fadiga, and the video just came yesterday. This is not the first time they have had a commotion wherein they got each other's throat, and the one that actually led to somebody being disarmed and tear gas were discharged, that brought the whole thing up. But let's take Fadiga's allegations at face value. Fadiga he knows that he was appointed by somebody. Fadiga is aware of the fact that the Ministry of Justice oversee all of them. if at all Fadiga's allegations are what it is, we shouldn't be hearing any kind of commotion between Fadiga and Abi Kurma. A comprehensive report, information should have been written and sent to all of them bosses. If Abi Kurma is selling drugs, if Abi Kurma is stepping out of bounds, Fadiga is not the one to actually take action on Abi Kurma. Fadiga is not the person to penalize Abi Kurma, to punish him. All Fadiga can do is to inform their bosses as to what is going on, and then the action will come from there. In fact, if those information are true, Fadiga will have been hero without even saying anything. Inform your bosses, give them clear pictures of what's going on, let them do their internal investigation, they come out with their decision. Maybe Abi Kurma will be fired, maybe Fadiga and the other guy will be, ascended to the position of director and deputy director and the rest of it. But Fadiga taking the law into his own hands and only reporting to the Minister of Justice after the damage is already done, that creates more questions than answer. It seems like Fadiga is saying all of these things now, because of the fact that he could not agree with Abi Kurma. If at all Abi Kurma is doing something beyond your personal problem with him, that brought in about the whole gross insubordination and other issues, all Fadiga should have done is informed even the president or the Minister of State or the Justice Minister as to what is going on within the DEA. Abi Kurma should have been investigated without Fadiga doing anything, just by providing information. But Fadiga is not in a position, he doesn't have the authority to discipline Abi Kurma, even if Abi Kurma is doing all the wrong thing. All you need to do, report to your bosses, they take action. But if at all the whole thing came out because of the fact that your reaction to your bosses, your resentment, your decision to fight your boss, even if there are other things in the back, people will not focus on that. Until those things can be clarified, people are going to make their judgment based on information available to them. Who are you going to tell, like Mo, you just said, that with whatever you read, how many people are going to read that and read deeper and actually consider anything? Everybody's going to focus now on the video, because why? That is the evidence available to them. Fadiga's action of gross insubordination and disrespect to his boss is being displayed in the video, and people seeing it, and they have it with them. All the other things that Fadiga is saying, those are allegations that must be investigated before he can come out with a fact. So Fadiga will have just saved himself time, energy, and everything by actually documenting everything that he is accusing Abi Kurma of and reported to their bosses, including the president. That's what I wanted to say before, before Mabon and Segu can come in. Segu, you can come in and then we'll go to Mabon.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. I listened to mock analysis, and everything is just centering around Fadiga's allegation, because there is nothing that Fadiga has proven up to now to tell people that Abi Kurma is dealing drugs. That's one. It's just an allegation. In that video, Fadiga was making things clear to people who supposed to listen to him. Because if you look at that video clearly, the way Fadika was moving, it seems that Fadika himself was holding the phone while that video was being recorded. He himself was holding that phone. Now, he was telling the man that you've been doing it, you can't let me to do my job. You're doing my job for me. If anybody should stand in A.B. Nkrumah's nose to pull him out and speak out on some issues, it shouldn't be Fadika. It's a complete act of undermining A.B. Nkrumah as a junior staff. Because Fadika was making it clear in that video that he knows about the job than more about the job than A.B. Nkrumah. That thing that A.B. Nkrumah used to do here, where people looking at him, the kind of training, the kind of advanced training he got in him from the United States, A.B. can't stand in front of him. It's like a showcase. I know more than you. You can't hurt me. You can't give me instruction to take. And we'll play the video.
Yeah, we want to hear the video.
People who will listen.
You think we should hear from Melbourne? Melbourne, you want to say something before we play the video?
Melbourne will say something. But just to end, it shouldn't be Fadika. Because anything, it's just like Sekou here at Top FM. I have my deputy and we got a board here. If we got issue, if we are having board meeting, raise it up in that particular board meeting. Let the board know exactly what I'm doing. To fight me, it seems that two of them, they have something they are depending on when it comes to their appointment. But AB was very clear in that video. He said, Fadika, I the one recommended you for this job. I recommended you for this job. It seems that AB was trying to get somebody of a kind to protect him, to secure the job in a way that whatever he wants to do, whether positively or negatively, he will have a backing. Apparently not negatively, because AB has been in the news for a couple of years for doing the right thing. Sometimes when you're doing the right thing, people allege things against you just to bring you down because they feel that you are doing the right thing. But they video didn't tell me that Fadika did well, to be very honest. That's where I start.
All right, maybe I want to come in before we go to the radio. Before we play the video.
Yeah, so let me say thanks to all of you. Let me say thanks to President Mon for his analysis, and let me say thanks to my colleague Sheku. Thank you. But indeed, let me be frank, like I was using another example. There's no way that they will appoint you as a deputy for operation, and they have deputy for administration. And even if you have maybe issues, and you leave the deputy for administration, which of course is supposed to pass all of your channel, your grievances, everything through, you leave that person out and you want to go into or maybe face fight with your boss. I think that was disrespectful. Let's be frank. We are all human. Even if say maybe Nkrumah drug dealers, maybe some of you will say you can sell drugs, you can do this, you can do that. According to Fadika, that will not give you all of the right for you to insult or humiliate your boss in the presence of your subordinate. That was wrong. Look, quickly, Sekou, my brother or Sekou was saying, when you come from on that side, that what we are already observing, and it's wrong. When people come from on that side, they feel that they don't want to listen to any other person back home. And let me be frank, the ground level here, Abraham Nkrumah understand the ground level 100%. He know the criminals, he know where to go, he know where they gotta live, he know how to even interact with these people. So you Fadika, I think what you want to do was to link with A.B. Nkrumah for maybe for a little while. If even the man is overshadowed, maybe you have opposition, then you link with him for a little while so you can learn. When you learn, maybe after 1 or 2 years, or maybe 1 year, 6 months, they can come and say, okay, boss, I think I know all of the terrain now. I know all of the protocol now. So please let me function now as deputy for operation. Then If the minister giving you all of the opportunity, then you can talk. But to just go the way you go, let me be frank, we have a lot of our brothers and sisters who work in the DEA. We have all of the information. We even hearing from some of them what been happening. For me, that's not the right thing to do. You cannot be insulting your own boss or maybe fighting your boss in the name of you wanted to do the right thing. So for me, I want the president to even dismiss the deputy for administration because his heir, even John Fadiga, to even fight AB, it was wrong. So thank you.
So yeah, so like
Anyway, go ahead, Sekou. You're saying something.
yeah, like I said, if I would not personally say who's wrong, who's right. We just present the facts as we have them with us, and the people will make their judgment, and the president will make a decision. But from all indication, if Fadiga actually had any information on AB Kroma, especially if you are hired to fight drugs, you are hired to limit drug proliferation in the country, and you have your immediate boss, you are alleging that he is selling drugs. That means you have one of the drug dealer right there with you. All you do, you have to take the fight for him, report him, gather all the information, all the facts, you report him. But you can't be the one that you want to discipline your boss. Then whatever the reason is, people are not going to look at that. They're going to look at the aspect of cross insubordination or an honor man trying to undermine the boss. But if you have all of your bosses out there, just take the institution from there. And let me just respond to somebody, just maybe they don't understand. Somebody say respect is earned. You're talking about civilian and family, but that's not how it works. In security, especially when it comes to paramilitary, you are forced to respect your boss. It's not earned. That's the fault. It's not your regular people. Some of you making your judgment based on your personal relationship with people and individuals, or civilian to civilian. But people that can wear military uniform, people that can wear uniform, the respect is not earned. The respect is given by position. If somebody is over you, you got to respect them. If they do anything out of the line, out of the way, all that you need to do is to go channel your grievances to your overall boss. But you cannot stand against your boss in any paramilitary organization. You can't do that. If you do that, then it is called gross insubordination. You will be penalized for doing that. I don't want to, educate that person who said respect is earned. Paramilitary is not just like a regular people. But yeah, I think the video is there. So we want to play the video. Go ahead and play the video.
When I come to a meeting here, and when I have meeting here, in here.
Fuck you and sit out here. I'm not paying you all pay. What the fuck all of you? You got any respect to you? What the fuck all of you? You want to disrespect people yet? Go ahead. Go ahead, be rude. Go ahead, be rude.
You all online. You been on the line here for a long time.
Everybody stay in the office here. Nobody bring that to a meeting.
As long as in DA, as law enforcement officer, I will come anywhere with gun. Y'all didn't tell your man to tell me where to get with. I'm not in your office, but you cannot stop me from moving with weapon in this place here. Listen, and nobody can stop me.
In my office the next time, it depends if you come out of my office, it's not allowed to my office. Yes, sir.
They can't even try it.
Yes, sir.
They can't even try it, I can tell you. Now you have to put me outside now. They need to come and put me outside. No, you need to be giving them order to put me outside. I'm not fighting you, AB.
You're not getting that for me.
I'm not going to fight you. You've been very disrespectful and unprofessional since you started here, and we've been tolerating you've been
professionalism.
Wait, you won't tell me about professionalism?
Yeah,
no, I can tell you based on my professional judgment, you treat And you are? Me and you in America, you can compare what I was doing. I'm a damn what me here? You're a poster. You're a damn poster and a liar. Who are you?
I am.
Talking about you who? I was a damn federal agent. Go and check my record.
Let me see, I can tell now your federal employee that working as a government. I'm going to go down the block.
Or GL12? Or what? You think, no, the only difference of influence these people, you can bullshit.
I gave it enough.
They're going to professional George.
And then I gave him this.
Where professional George? You give me this job? You ain't talking?
Send me to the president.
You recommend me?
I said that because I thought you were a good guy, but
you're not a good human being.
I'm not. Go ahead.
You are very disrespectful. You are unprofessional. Shut the fuck up. You're not talking.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You do not after you. After you.
You can't go to jail. My man will disrespect you. Every time I'm here with this. You take that way down. Who the shut up, get the fuck out of me. Wait, what are you? You want me? I said, hold you. Wait, what are you? Wait, you slapping me? Just wait for me. Wait, what are you? Just wait for me.
Well, you know that I had not even paid attention to the video up until
I haven't watched more than that. Yeah,
I haven't watched, up to that level. And something I was told, and that was just confirmed by this video, that when Fadiga then entered, and Fadiga was asked not to enter with the camp, that one of the security guys that were asked to tell Fadiga then to step out if he can now leave the camp behind, that Fadiga the one slapped the person before they disarmed Fadiga. I heard the guy now saying, "Oh, you slapping me?"
Yeah, the man say, "I'm protecting you." He's slapping me.
Yes,
I'm protecting
you. He's slapping me.
Yeah. This country.
So, yeah. So,
and so these are things that people.
Somebody said that Fadiga did not insult Abi Kroma. It was just the other guy, Kowu, but I could hear Fadiga too using the same F word on Abi Kroma. I heard that. And I never heard that before. I heard that.
And when was that? Also, let me ask you: was that in the office of?
Yeah, that was in Abi Kroma office.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
that's it.
So for Fadiga to even, he's talking about professionalism, to even be the one to slap another officer or your subordinate officer, then you are actually creating more danger. This is not good for the government. It's not good for Joseph Boakai. And people who are actually trying to do this about, diaspora Liberian versus local Liberian, you're gonna, forget about that kind of, mindset. We all Liberian, regardless. And if you go by that, unless Ibi Kruma telling the guy, when they go talk about how he's a federal agent, Ibi Kruma says you are a guy man. Trying to say that the man working at the prison, as officers that work at the prison, they call them some are sheriff, but some of them they call them correctional officers. That's why Ibi Kruma said you are a guy man. And the man said, me and you in America, we can be in the same category, in the same position. Maybe what a lot of people don't know, and something that I will add, and then we'll go to the line to hear from our people. More will come in, and you guys will come in, and we'll go to the line. Is that both Fadiga and Ibi Kruma went to school here. After April 6, when Ibi Kruma was appointed as Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces after General Dumuya was killed, 1997, after the election, Ibi Kruma resigned as Chief of Staff. Ibi Kruma came to America here. Ibi Kruma got both masters here in New Jersey before he was called. Like I said yesterday, when Ibi Kruma, when they say, after election, when they say Ellen appointed one Maningo guy to be the 102, I thought it was Cabinet Camara. That was what I told my friends. I said, I said, I'm happy, I never thought of Ibi Kruma. Because I didn't know that Ibi Kruma would actually leave here to go back to Liberia to go and serve when he was appointed in 102. In fact, at the time, we were focused a lot on our organization here, that we put together to go and empower, Liberians, and especially to carry medical missions and other stuff. The organization called FAMUSA. Ibi Kruma was the very first chairman. So I couldn't even imagine that Ibi would leave from here and go to Liberia to do any job. He said he was called to go and serve. And since he's, he has a lot of experience when it comes to, security issue, because he served before becoming, Chief of Staff. Ibi Kruma served as CID director. And you know what CID director job is in Liberia. Before becoming Chief of Staff, and went back to be the 102. So, truly speaking, like Milburn rightly said, when it comes to security, operation, and understanding the dynamics of Liberia, Ibi Kruma and Fadiga, they are not at equilibrium. They're not even on the same level. The decision is with the president as to who to be appointed to what position. We all can say what we want to say. But in this particular video, Fadiga was harsh, was disrespectful, and very insulting. Any other allegation, I think Fadiga should have challenged those allegations to their overall bosses without taking on Ibi Kruma hands-on. From Fadiga's statement right now, he said that he has something, he has grudge already. He said, since we started the thing here, you've been disrespecting us. Your disrespect has been too much. So Fadiga wanted to take the law into your own hands and defy Ibi Kruma. And once you do that in front of other junior officers, the man who is your boss now, he too want to use those junior officers against you. If you disrespect your boss, your other opponent will not respect you. Imagine the guy walking to him. He slapped the guy. The guy said, I'm trying to protect you. You're slapping me? That's when they jump on him to take the gun from him. And listening to Fadiga making this statement on the video, that, okay, tell your man to take a gun from me. Tell your man to do it. And Fadiga said in his write-up that was posted day before yesterday that they unexpectedly took his gun away. So that's conflicting. If you are heard, we're listening to you, telling the people, okay, let them come and take it. That means they didn't take your gun from you unexpectedly. You in fact invited them to come and take it. Maybe they overpowered him and took it from him. It was not alone. They took gun away from all the other guys he was with. So, we will allow Liberians to react. Maybe more will come in. You guys will come in. Then we open the line.
Yeah, I wanted to respond.
Bottom line is,
I think it's just good. Open the phone lines and hear from the callers. Then the panelists, if possible, can roll out what they want to say.
Maybe a minute. Then we can open the line.
Yeah, maybe.
For me, I got a very different way how I see things. For me, I believe in the law of cause and effect. There is nothing that happened came out of the blue. It must have started from somewhere. The fact of the matter here is the video is less than 72 hours ago. This situation dated by months. So that's what I'm saying. The video alone is not sufficient. And I'm not here to play quarterback for either side. I believe those allegations that are being made, when A.B. Krumah start rebutting them, then maybe the public will be able to draw a conclusion. Because here's the thing. How I interpreted the statement from Fadiga when he said, "Oh, tell your men then to take the gun from me," it's like the DEA is split. And Fadiga said it to the Justice Minister that A.B. Krumah runs a parallel organization within the DEA. That's why he said, "Tell your men." Can you imagine two bosses within the DEA?
Yeah, that statement also means he also has his men.
That's what I'm saying.
Because he came there with other guys in uniform that work for him. You remember the last time when the guy came here, he said he worked for Fadiga office. So we are informed that the uniform and tear gas Fadiga brought, it was not for the entire DEA. It was for the guys that he controlled. So almost the whole, like you said, Monk, the whole DEA is divided into two groups. Fadiga and his group. I said it yesterday. Remember Melbourne, I said it yesterday. Because when you listen to Fadiga and you read what Fadiga wrote, they reference Ulimo ex-rebels and this and that and this and that. That was sending a message to gain sympathy from other people who were against Ulimo. So Fadiga and the other guy is a Crown guy. So now we have Ulimo K and Ulimo J now at the DEA. People just being, sentimental. And Melbourne now.
You help you say more Jordan.
Let me say this. The people are listening to all same thing we leave it, the people go with misconception.
Okay.
Somebody say, "Oh, SK is being biased." So Melbourne to being biased, Sekou being biased? No. We have nothing for A.B. Krumah. We have nothing against Fadiga. We're speaking based on the facts available to us. And no matter what the circumstances are, no matter what is the problem within the DEA, Fadiga has no power, has no position, no leverage to control or to discipline his boss. Even if A.B. Krumah is selling drugs, all Fadiga could have done is to make sure, write a clear reporting, get all the information, and report it to the bosses for A.B. Krumah to be reprimanded, or not Fadiga to take action against A.B. Krumah because you feel that A.B. Krumah is selling drugs or is doing any other thing. Somebody upon both of you, right? Take the report. But you are not there to do anything to him. Your boss. That's the point I'm trying to make. Monkey, I'll finish and then you can take calls.
No, the reason I'm trying to finish my thought because I think, and the Sekou said it right, the people will be able to actually decide. They will be able to hear the thing and put the pieces together. I am just saying that we should give both of them the benefit of the doubt. Because when you say forward it to his bosses, apparently, like I said, the video came out less than 3 days ago, 72 hours. But this problem dated back to the beginning of this administration. So let's just say for hypothetical reason, we want to talk about gross insubordination. When tempo are flaring, people can make some crazy decisions at times. But the question is, in terms of the magnitude, can you compare, let's just assume Fadiga crossed the line, but they're respecting his boss. Okay, yeah, we can say they were all scrimmaging, it was all tension flaring. You can make crazy decisions at that moment. The question the average Labro want to ask is, are those allegations against A.B. Kurman from Fadiga, does it pales in comparison to Fadiga crossing the line by attacking his boss or slapping someone? Because I listen to Melbourne say, when you come on the ground, the way we run things, it's almost like saying that, when you come from overseas, there is a way we do things that even if it's corrupt, the guy from overseas is supposed to accept it because he's new and how business is done as usual in Liberia. That's how people will interpret that. And A.B. Kurman is on the record saying that, I brought you to this job. So someone could interpret and say, okay, you brought me to this job. That was a great on your part. That was a kind gesture. But are you literally telling me that because you brought me on this job, you see things getting out of hand and just play dumb because you brought me on this job? So it will be left to the public to decide. One thing I'm saying is, let the dust settle. Those allegations, and Fadiga reached to the judge. If you take a case from the DEA to the Minister of Justice, then it means you are taking it to the highest authority and the Attorney General. That's nothing small. So it will get bigger than what people think it is, and it's just a matter of time for one person to be vindicated, because I know they both cannot be right or they both cannot be wrong. One person will be in the right, and that's just
you're 100% right on that, Monk. Yeah. So let's listen to the people. Let's hear from the Liberian people.
0881 1435 04 0776 105 105 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. Let's go to the line. Hello. Your name, where you calling from? Hello.
This is Pascal Davis.
Pascal, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you. Let me say many thanks to, this is my first time to really appreciate one. I'm impressed by your real decent analysis. This is the ignorant that have eaten up everything like Royer, where we always look at things on the surface. And to mom, this thing is more than just an ordeal. Do you know what the actions of A.B. Fadiga and the rest of who have placed this country into? Do you know what decisions they've made that have forced them to this country? In fact, are you aware now that the Direct Justice Enforcement Agency is almost vulnerable? Mind you, 3 of the most key positions is already vacant. What happens to the institution? What happened to Liberia when jobs are on the increase in the country?
Thank
People
you.
are breaking justice everything. It's a troubling time for my mom. It's a sad time for our country history. Your people who brought Mr. Blacker on us here, I don't know the oath apology. It's a sad
Thank
time.
you very much, Chief. Thank you.
so
Let's take
kindly.
another. Good evening. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, please go away from your radio. Yeah? Your name, where you
Yeah.
calling from?
Okay, my name is Samba Edward. I call him Kema.
What about a Cape Town you call from?
Kema up the man where B Mountain operating. I in my car listening to you.
All right, go ahead. Let's hear you.
People. Okay, thank you for all the panelists that are on the show this mom, everybody are listening to you people. But mom, like you stand to be a correct man, a man that can analyze things more than Sekou. Sekou are going contrary to the offender who want to do on this thing. And let Sekou stop. People are listening to him. Sekou he too inclined that no one that know what he knows. And so on the wrong side. Mom, you are too good in the case that your authorization people are listening to you people carefully. Let's say could be careful in the case. Thank you. Wait before you take a side that you want to take.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's take another pricing. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. Your name, where you calling from?
I'm calling from Ravi Highway. My name is Bess.
Let's hear you quickly.
This is my first time to call. My brother, I listened to your analysis. Very prudent. I'm gonna congratulate you. You see, look, let me tell you, government official, top government official, AB is a professional man. man is a professional man. Here, the arithmetic students, I don't know whether they don't understand the ethical. They be an elementary student. Okay, your boy is your boss. But and look there, the very appointments it came from different locality that what they respect. So we'll just wait and listen to the president to take a decision. It is not correct. Everything Liberia will say record. It's not correct, my brother. Take another say. I listen to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Let's take another person.
Good evening.
Hello.
Your name, where you calling from?
My name is Emmanuel Wilson, calling from Maryland, calling me as VP.
Emmanuel, welcome. Let's hear you.
Okay, the issues about the drugs is not good, but the fact is the AB coma should be moderate. We should know issues. Because we need not to sell drugs in the country because our children spoiling. But we start to follow the right trajectory. Because if you fight your boss, automatically you are spoiling the country and the image of the government.
Okay.
Yeah, so you should try to follow the right steps to see how better baby coma will go to justice because in law, nobody is above the law. That is why we get the equality rule of law. Yeah, but yet it's true, it doesn't give you the right to demobilize your leader. Baby coma is a leader for you.
Okay.
If you want to make the right step, and then we all as Liberia will come out to see how better we'll back it. If it's wrong, he will leave the position.
Thank you.
Okay.
Keep your calls coming to 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105.
So after 5 minutes, we will open the line in the diaspora. So let's while we stay on the radio.
Welcome. Let's hear you.
Today, I'm very about SK analysis. To be honest with you, one person I respect SK too. He and Steve, the way they analyze program, especially all the guests.
Okay.
Let be biased. Let me be put to you. I can go in the office that you telling me say today. Although you not give me no notice, I can enter the arm. And I see a whole lot of people behind you want to talk my nigga. You ready to look at some of that video? Yeah, go on school place and get almost 4 that video and see. The other police said we're not based on analysis or because of video based. No, they may write to the Minister of Justice that this man is selling drugs. So who you want for the man to go let it complete? Who you want for that man to go let it complete? You don't have no diploma. That man to add his boss over everything in our authority.
Okay.
That's because you my boss, you can't give me respect. No. My boss give me respect and I give him respect because we fighting DA. That man selling drugs. They don't want to go up already. You say no, don't take that.
Thank you, Chief.
Not get drugs. Don't talk about the president.
Thank you.
Analysis today wrong. To be honest with you.
Thank you very much. Pricey, hello.
Thank you. Good evening.
Your name, where you calling from?
Well, this is also Prince Kola and call you from District 5 respectively.
Prince, let's hear you.
Let me give a thumbs up to President Bouaka for his swift and timely decision by suspending people. And I wish there should be a forensic investigation, and I pray that all of them be given a warning letter, and then they should report back to their duty.
The 2 people might be giving warning letter.
All of them. All of them. Yes, because what we also know the president been probing in, but there haven't been any internal investigation. They have only investigated that whole issue on the surface.
Okay.
Now to the point. For me, I blame Director A.B. Kroma 100%.
Okay.
Administrative duty he have. He's not an operation. And more besides, if you listen to his colleagues, if you listen to the...
Oh, my God. Hello? Hello? All right. Let's take another pricing.
Yeah, 2 more minutes.
Hello?
And then we'll switch to the diaspora.
Good evening.
Your name, where you calling from?
I'm Ellis Big Shaker calling from Boys Town, heading SK to be specific.
Welcome. Let's hear you.
Thank you very much. What brought me on tonight, it is my first time to partake on the show here about civil analysis, very poor with argument.
Okay.
Mon, I applaud you for your.
Mon are the hero today.
You know your.
I'm not promoting all my boss. They want you today. We just.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I applaud this man. Mon, thank you very much. There is not about listening time here, but I say, we're begging you, please. They want for Inimo K, they want for Inimo J. It's not the time. We think for regular in Liberia here.
Okay.
But when your boy is doing wrong, sometimes your boss can do wrong. You can tell him what you do is wrong. It doesn't mean that your boss should ride on you all of the time. It's not fair. There's not Inimo J business. That is not Mandigo and Christian, and that is not Kra and Mandigo business.
Thank you, Chief.
So
Thank you.
It's my analysis tonight.
Thank you very much. We're taking the last caller, right?
Yes.
All right. Let's take this pricing to be the last lucky caller. Hello.
Hello, this is Jim's photo calling for District 5.
Welcome. Let's hear you.
The issue here, Sekou has said all. Security is go by order. If your bosses tell you less than 10 minutes or 2-3 minutes, leave your guns here, they must obey him. Obey, and obey. I said previously, if Fatih had problems with David Kuma, previously issued a 30-minute for the presidency. This is the issue. The mayor is telling trust. The mayor is not respect to the working place. They're doing this and that. But after the incident, before you reported to me, this is common sense, my friend.
Sense.
This is common sense.
Thank you.
It's order.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Before you take the call, Sekou, Brazilian analysis, book, and in that book, there is a parable there. It says, because the farm owner is slow to catch thief, the thief is now calling the farm owner a thief. So who knows too now? I know people coming for more money, they come here, who knows too whether AB Kroma got plenty thing to say about the operation director? Probably he wanted to do some kind of thing, and the director crossed in front of him to start writing letter. Let the investigation go on so that everybody can know what's going on. You can take your course too.
So let me see. I just want to make sure. Now you can take. Let me take the first caller here. Let me. Somebody was on the hold already. Oh, got 2 people on hold already. Wow. Okay, let's go to this first caller here. Hello.
Yeah, brother, is that Mike?
Yeah, that's you. What is your name and where you calling from?
This is Credible Sharif. I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
Credible Sharif from Pennsylvania. Go ahead.
Yes, brother Sekou. Listen to all of you guys on the show. You see, one thing our Liberian people are missing is professionalism. So I would say, if you have 3 people working in the same environment, and you have the boss, you have the second man, you have the third man, all cannot go wrong simultaneously. What I am aware of yesterday, Fadiga and his boss, because Fadiga is the least man among the 3. They went to the justice minister and laid a complaint. They filed a complaint. So as a professional person, right? I'm not a security person, but one would say, on the other hand, David Kroma also was reacting based on the news he had received, because he is the boss, and his 2 deputies are going and lodging complaint and writing their own the UN and international community. So now, when these guys were coming to the office, he decided to say, you know what, I don't want guns in my office, because there has been some, altercation among them, disagreement. However, on the other side, AB Kroma is wrong by not letting them know ahead of time before they come in. But when these guys came in, as a professional, as they claim they are, if your bosses do not enter my office with them, well, one would say he's wrong. But where is the professionalism? Why can't you just walk out? There's 2 things. There's 2 options. Walk out of the place and let it cool down and follow your steps that you have taken earlier, because you already reported the guy, right? Your boss. So I think that all of them was wrong by AB telling them don't enter the place, because it's a government entity, it's an institution. They all have to bring the guns. So if they were not prior notice before the guys arrived, then AB was wrong in that instance. where they were wrong.
I want you to conclude quickly. We've got a lot of calls coming in.
Exactly. Let me just conclude on this. Where they were wrong because AD was already reacting. Okay, on his side was not professional, but their own unprofessionalism came in about by insisting to stay and even threatening that if anybody touched him, which is fighting guy, he would bring the person down. That was a life-threatening moment. So I feel like they all was wrong, honestly. So
All
thank
right.
you.
Thank you so much. Let's go to the line here. Mr. John Maulo, are you there? Y'all hold on, my people. Let me tell everybody, please, when you call in, 30 seconds, maximum 1 minute. Everybody. Okay. So now you're right now. Let me go to Mr. Maulo here. Mr. Maulo, go ahead.
Sekou, the Monk and the two guys from Liberia. Listen, you know, in Liberia, we do everything emotionally, right? This security business is a complex matter. It's not a civilian thing. So you gotta be careful when you're analyzing this whole security matter. This DEA, especially, is a life and death thing. These people, every day they come out, it's a 50-50 chance that they will die. So it's not for attention. The people who in it should be working as brothers. Everybody should be watching their brother back, and everybody should be watching all their brother that is not part of the other side. So when that kind of tension is in a group, the director was right to say nobody come in my office with arms if they want to have a meeting that is so tense. Yes, because when there is arm, it's the probability of somebody taking their arm and going off is high. So I think all party guys there was supposed to have done. Okay, chief, if we can come with our arm, is everybody in here on arm? Then let this arm everybody in here. I will put my arm in my office and then we'll consider. I think that was the negotiation to make. Besides, even the Justice Ministry, how did AB manage to know that party guy even lay a complaint? AB shouldn't have known until they called them for the investigation. Because when these people, I repeat, when these people on this thing, anybody can kill another person, and we'll all be on the wrong person. That's why they all got to be close. They all got to be brothers. So you can't go and tell the man, oh, your deputy director reported you, and two of them got to be on the field fighting. Come on, man. Look,
Thank you.
The whole thing is disorganized. So I think the president needs to disperse that whole leadership, send them different places. He don't want to fire them, but maybe keep one of them there. Maybe got a whole lot of experience in this counter narcotic and all the things from CID to police to DEA. Leave there and then bring some other people. Now, if he got problem with those other people, then they're not going to fire him. But for his experience, he's good for where he is. Funny guy, you can send him to immigration, you can send the other man somewhere else, but this job is too dangerous.
Thank you. Let's leave it. Let's leave it, Mr. Maulo. We got a lot of callers coming in, please. Thank you so much. So let's go to the caller here. 763 number, last 4 digits, 7242. What is your name and where are you calling from? 763 number, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. You getting me?
763 number, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Kumar, and thank you to the panelists. Look, I just want to say this. You know, I've had interaction with Fadiga, and I must say this, his reputation precedes him. He's very much hot-tempered, very much quick to anger. We who live in America and we have 1 or 2 brain cells, we understand how the DEA does their work in this country. When you work in law enforcement, it's not a clear black and white situation where it's about morality. Sometimes you work along with drug dealers to get bigger drug dealers. So every Kumar who has been on the ground, who knows, have a relationship with some of these people, when this guy see him doing his job, he thinks that AB Kumar is somehow, corrupt because he's collaborating with some of these dealers in order to get, more intel on the bigger dealers, and you put that as AB Kumar being corrupt. There are DEA agents in this country who infiltrate drug rings, who infiltrate cartels and work within those cartels, and people who are within those cartels who are sometimes violent criminals who are giving information to the DEA in this country, and they're not being arrested. People say, how can you let this criminal be on the street? Because they're more valuable to him, to the DEA, by being a criminal, because they're giving so much sensitive information to the DEA. So a guy like Fadi Guy, who said he left $100,000, a salary in America to go Liberia to go be a third man in charge at the DEA. If you feel like you are being undermined, your expertise is not being respected, resign, file a complaint, come back to America. I'm sure he's an American citizen. Come back and sit down with your family and your children. Don't go risk your life because you're trying to be some kind of hero for Liberia. Everything they're doing in that country, they're not going to be able to eradicate that drug.
Thank you.
We see in the country of America, with all the money and the sophistication, they can't eradicate drug use. The reality is, Funny Guy was wrong. A.B. Kumar was in the right. You don't talk to your boss. You don't use the F-word on your boss. You don't disrespect your boss by showing gross insubordination and think that he's going to stand for it. The only thing I would say that A.B. Kumar did wrong, if the investigation concludes and it finds that he indeed hire people in the LDA who are not officially on the payroll, people who are almost the quasi, a crew to him, that's wrong. Everybody must go through the chain and be higher official. You can't bring people there who are serving as bodyguard, who are not, who are not on the payroll. But besides that, Funny Guy should be fired, 100%. And if President Biden wants to fire AP for cause, that's fine too. But I think my observation of his Funny Guy was wrong. He was insubordinate. Thank you, Mr. Kumar.
Mr. Kenneth, thank you so much. Let's go to the other line here. The lines are so. Let's go to this. I think this is a breakable power. I'm not sure. 202 number. Breakable. Go ahead quickly.
Yeah, thank you so much for your show. Look, I find it very difficult to listen to you because you can put your faith in everything that you want to do and you like it. But the come thing I have it. Your whole concept is only the deal.
My man, can't talk your own, man. If you come, listen to me. If you come in here to come and talk about me, that would be like the conversation between you and myself. Can't give your own perspective about what happened to the DEA. Forget about me. Because, yeah, please. You do that and then we're not going to get your opinion. Okay.
The allegation that you against one of the people that you're playing. There's one person. There's two deputies. The two deputies are against what he's doing. The allegation is even more basic or more harmful than anything happening. And I thought of the place. So it's our president, but not firing.
All right.
If I anything, the president can fire all of them, but I come from 5 years, 1%, it should be able to come out because the allegation is easy.
Oh, so you should fire Ebi Kurma just because of the allegation, right?
You said what?
You should fire Ebi Kurma. You said you should fire him because of the allegation leveled against him, right? Okay. Okay. No. Okay. 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 All right. No problem. Thank you so much. Let's go to the line here. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Yeah, we can hear you. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, this is Levy Thompson.
Levy Thompson.
I'm Liberian.
Go ahead.
I'm Liberian, from Liberia.
Go ahead, ma.
I wanted to talk about last year, A.B. Kurma and the Fadiga brothers. But I wanted to say that I heard a press conference that A.B. Kurma had, and I was very disappointed in the DEA that they are not looking at those that are really the cartels for the drug dealers, but they are looking at the small people that are selling the $100,000 Liberian dollar drugs, and they're saying that they're not going to be burning these drugs no more, that they're going to be getting it, and then they will go behind the money that these people are bringing. So today when he had his press conference, he had arrested like this man dealing, and they're working with the Nigerian people in Liberia that are the ones that are bringing in the drugs in Liberia. So there's a problem with the whole DEA as it stands. They are not trying to fight drugs in Liberia. We now have methamphetamine in Liberia, which is a very hard drug to eradicate.
Thank you.
We have the methamphetamine in Liberia. We have the cocaine in Liberia. We have the heroin in Liberia. Now we have fentanyl in Liberia. We have Valium in Liberia. We have tramadol in Liberia. These are things that.
How did you know? How did you know all those drugs are in Liberia?
Well, that's what the man was saying today.
Oh, wow.
You know, and these people are not looking at how to get the people that are bringing these drugs, but they are looking at the petty traders that are doing these drugs. So I was very disappointed today when A.B. Kroma had his press conference.
Thank you.
And the thing is, let me just say this.
Please, I want you to conclude. I got a lot of calls coming in. We're about to leave the radio.
I'm concluding, Sekou.
All right.
A.B. Kroma is a family to me. I did not even know that he was my uncle's nephew. I did not know that until he said it today. So the whole idea is I'm disappointed in him and everything that he's doing. So whatever is happening, they do not have a war on drugs in Liberia, and he is just as weak as everybody else. They should have taken him back to the police and not to the DEA.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow. I will take 2 more calls, 30 seconds each. We got to go back to the radio and to our panelists to talk. So 856 number. What is your name and where you calling from? 30 seconds. Edwin Crow. How you doing, my brother?
You know, for the whole subject is
Can you put a little strain in your voice?
for the whole thing is this man acted irresponsible as the director general. Right after he complained, he planted people that are not associated with the DA in his office to arm these guys. So he instigated the fight just because of.
But how do we know that for a fact? That's what he did.
While the deputy for operation said it.
Oh, so because Fadiga said it, there is a fact?
No, not Fadiga, not Fadiga.
Yeah, but okay, because the other guy said it, that means a fact?
It's two deputy against the director, then something is wrong with that director.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, two deputy against the director, then something is wrong with that director.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
First of all, the deputy for operation and the deputy for administration should be running the place, and he sit and minister then. He
Okay.
should be the one telling them to not boss this person or boss that group.
All right, my brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, the last 2 caller now. 763 number 3519. What is your name and where you calling from? Hello?
Yes.
You are live on SKTV. Go ahead.
Yes. Good afternoon. My name is Benedict. Yes. Good afternoon. My name is
Benedict, go ahead quickly. You are live.
Yes. I'm Benedict Brown, and I actually disappointed in Monk that he will actually talk about, based on allegation by 2 deputies, he would think that the director is actually doing drugs or he's selling drugs or whatsoever. I mean, because it's bogus. If you find 2 persons arguing or into an argument, I mean, you don't expect the other guy to be praising his friend while his other friend is telling him all kinds of stuff. So I'm completely disappointed in those people, including the panelists, who said that if Fadiga and the deputy are saying that if Kroma is into drugs, then that means they have to investigate further. But again, too, my other disappointment is with Fadiga. Fadiga should have known better. It's unprofessional for him to have even, insulted his boss. The video, the video that was played is a very simple act. But, for somebody who, was trained in the U.S. as a Fed agent, claiming to be a Fed agent, and exhibiting that kind of behavior. I mean, that's a shame.
Thank you.
Is one of the reasons why Liberians, the locals, are rejecting even people from the diaspora from working in government.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's one of those reasons.
Thank you.
Very much.
Yeah, thank you. Let's go to the last caller here. 401 number. What is your name and where are you calling from? The last caller, 30 seconds.
Yeah, hi SK. This is B calling from Rhode Island.
Go ahead.
Yeah, today I will disagree with you a little bit, Pickle.
That's fine. Go ahead. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, I think you're being a little biased in this situation.
Okay.
And so for my info on this, watch the whole in the West. And I listened to
You are low. I didn't hear that part.
Yes, I said I watched them yesterday and I listened to the whole video. There's a lot going on. There's a lot behind this. To me, that's just about fire both of them. Because right now, the both of them doesn't have a good image to set the country. And somebody called us saying that they should give them different positions. No, they need to be fired so it will set the record straight. And if Joseph Boakai don't fire AB or Fadiga, it will cost his government. Because this is not, like, we're already been like that. We don't, both of them need to go. And I hope Joseph Boakai will take action to fire AB Kuma and Fadiga. I get where you're coming from, Sekou, but I think we're being a little biased.
All right. Thank you so much. So let's go to Steve. Okay, call us. We're still going to take calls, but since we are leaving the radio now, we want you guys to give us some time. We will, discuss. We welcome Steve, and then Mong and I. We, maybe Sekutu will also come in, and then we will start taking calls back. But now, please, hold your peace. Calls are coming uncontrollably. Steve, welcome. I know you've been following.
Thank you.
What you been hearing?
Thank you. Thanks for listeners and the viewers. Those of you in Labrador, I was going to be showing a full show. I'm running on something right now, so I'm facing things. But Mr. Kane, let me say something here that will be very interesting and will make some people uncomfortable. Let's not include professionalism in our tribal, political, praise and worship sentiments. Let's not do that. Professionals are professionals. There are standards, there are guidelines that you must follow when you work in a professional environment. But let's talk about a professional paramilitary or security personnel. There are set rules for people who are in paramilitary or security apparatus. One of the set rules include you cannot be insubordinate to your leader. You cannot be. If you have a disagreement, you have the right to report, resign, or leave the position. Insubordination is unacceptable in the security apparatus, in the military. In fact, let me tell you something. It can get you killed. I know why I just said it will not make sense. But when you think about it, it will make sense later on. The video that you listened to and you watched, Fadiga was insubordinate, not disciplined, disrespectful, defiant, and challenging. In fact, his action could have cost his life or the life of other people. You know what it means for security people to get gun all around, plenty people around? Somebody could have discharged gun over there and could kill anybody amongst them. That's the first part I wanted to lay out for us to understand. I am not saying Fadiga's claims might not be valid or legitimate. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to defend nobody. As you already know, I don't defend nobody. But the truth of the matter is, if Fadiga knew he had all these legitimate claims or whatever it is, why become confrontational? Why not just follow the process, the procedure? Let me tell you something. Even your boss, they got a place where you can lay a complaint. They got a place where you can file a complaint against your boss. The fact that he has gathered all these evidences that he talked about, why not just follow the law and the rules? Why jump and go confront your boss? In fact, to all of you who listen to Fadiga on that recording with big tone in your mouth, you can speak good. All of you who listen to him calling your boss using the F word on his boss. Is that how you behave to your boss? Let me say this to you. I'm not here for AB Kroma. I say I say it's sweet for AB Kroma. But I am saying also that Fadiga's behavior was unbecoming, unnecessary. There was no need to do that. The only reason why Fadiga would have done that, there will be two reasons. The first reason is Fadiga either believe now it is time to take on AB Kroma as opposed to carrying the evidences he's gathered. Look, let me say this. Whatever happened that day to the DA is tantamount to a coup. You pass around with your tribal bigoting. It's tantamount to a coup. Let me tell you how I know. First of all, the man working in that office has AB Kroma ever told anybody not to come in your office with arm? Why this time around he said nobody should come there with arm? Have you guys sat and asked yourself that question? You think it makes any sense for a security man to say don't come in my office with arm? You think it makes any sense? You don't understand some codes. Let me say this. AB Kroma is aware of the plot. This thing is bigger than it's bigger than your political sentiments that you're having. And if you push your thing too much, President Joseph Boakai will become inside. Yeah, today. You know that on SKTV we can talk BBT and the thing we can talk here, the other people can talking. If you push this thing and you're here today, that whole investigation about the Joti is not going nowhere. That whole investigation, that thing where you go read, that letter where Grace we go read, that paper Grace we go read, we really put it in the trash. The decision has already been made. Who will be fired? Who will be let go? Y'all will be passing around your emotion. The decision has been made. Fadiga is out. In here today. We'll come on SKTV again. We'll talk about the same thing. Let me tell you something. Let me say this. I'm not saying they should not investigate what Fadiga said, but I am saying the behavior of Fadiga, unless you are now a professional person or you've never worked in a professional setting, is unacceptable. It is unacceptable at all levels. And you're who passing around with your prison worship, sycophantic mentality. You're looking for another person to go prison worship again so they can disgrace you. What Fadiga did, you should be telling him he is wrong for doing that. Imagine Grace B challenging Joseph Boakai order. Just imagine that. That's exactly what's happening. Even if Joseph Boakai is doing wrong, there are things you can do. Even if your leader is doing wrong, there are ways you can go and report. But for you to stand, so that means because Fadiga has proof or because Fadiga believes that he has some evidences against his boss, so that means he should take the law in your hand and go challenge his boss? Is that what you're saying? Is that what's acceptable? Then if that's the case, then let everybody take the law in their hand in the country now. You can't say you won't have leaders or rules and the level of law that has been there. That's insubordination at all levels. And like I said, go ask military or paramilitary people, you can get killed for that.
Gross insubordination.
Now, we are speaking of people that are big disrespect. That's why I mean gross insubordination. That big disrespect Fadiga carry on. And you know what? It's sweet for AB Kroma because AB Kroma is aware of exactly what's going on. You know, when people are not talking, it doesn't mean that they don't know what's going on. Look, Mr. Kane, this has been the plot from day one. First of all, it's a sign that Fadiga wants to take over the LDA, and he's not the boss. Whether he likes it or not, he was not the one that was appointed as the boss. Whether he likes it or not, you can't do that. I can't come here. Sekou from the SKTV. Sekou recruited me to come on SKTV to work with him, regardless of my relationship. I can't be insubordinate to Sekou. I can't do that. If I'm not satisfied with what Sekou doing, I have options. I can report him. I can resign and walk away. I will not die. But to come and challenge Sekou and be defiant and disrespectful in this way and that one, then that means I'm off for something. What is happening in front of y'all? No call spade or spade. I'm not saying they can investigate what his claims are. I'm not saying that's not what I'm saying. Let them look into it, but I know they will not investigate that one because when you roll all bush, Boakai knew what inside, Boakai saw knew what inside. You usually know what's going on behind closed door. That big beating there that happening. And let me say this to Fadiga. Let me send him a message because he's watching the show. Let me send a message to him. Come back to America. And you are making 100,000. Can't do your 100,000 job. If you stay in Liberia, for them to appoint you somewhere, you are a dead man walking. And yeah, I give you direct code, and I have it for you. I tell you straight up, we have disagreements. I disagree with you, disagree with me. But I will tell you exactly what is right to save you and to save your life. Anybody who fool you, for them to say, oh, they'll carry you somewhere else, you are done. Come by Liberia, come by America. Your children here, your family here. Can't push your car to my brother. Liberia work not cool for you. You stay in Liberia, and they say, oh, we're taking you from one agency to another agency. We're taking you. You are a dead man walking. Watch and see. Me, I'll leave it there.
So someone is asking you, so who will you report Sekou to?
Oh, someone got pen on your report though. Huh? That one, I don't even want it. Someone reporting you go big places, and when you go there, say they know that we there when I be small noise.
Yeah.
So,
So Steve, you know, to the callers, those who are still listening, you know, okay, let's take some calls. People still want to say something. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, sir. You are live on SKTV.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my man to speak. So I came on the right time because I called first. The call did not go through.
Okay.
Everybody there coming after Sekou analysis like that. I don't know why people say that. Moses has said it all. But I got up. You go to meeting. Moses is my boss. My other daughter, you can come here with arm. You got two choices to make. Leave the arm outside, come to the meeting if you don't have a mindset. Or walk away. I will not attend the meeting. Why should you go? You recording this stuff in the first place.
Yeah.
The man spoke last night, I'm listening to him. He recording himself. Why? They calling for meeting. Out of the setting, you set your phone on to record the interaction between you and your boss. Yeah, I know in military people use these words, but it cannot be, you can't call yourself. People think when they call themselves professional, that make them professional. No. Your attitude and your behavior make you professional. You cannot go to a boss office, you're insulting a man like that. But, and one little thing I want to agree with Moses is this. I will not say good for AB, but I think he will learn a lesson. If I hire somebody, I don't care what are your twins or whatsoever, why should I invite the other guy to meeting when I have a meeting with you? All these both, the twin brother confirmed it yesterday. The one on Spoon, the one that in the LDA, they all confirmed it. What kind of agency is that?
They all confirm what?
That they used to attend a meeting.
Yeah.
What should you invite the man to meeting? Why? Why the man should go to meeting? Sekou is my friend, brother. When Sekou have been meeting with Steve and Brazilian Monk about SKTV, it got nothing to do with me.
The two of them one get red, one get tall.
So I don't get it. You know, so they think they people say the key to rescue the country, a lot of the country is standing to rescue them. I don't get it.
All right, Mommy Dollar. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Mother, you make my day, man. Thank you very much.
All right.
The rescue agenda, which part of it was to fight?
So let's take this caller right here.
We're not fighting drugs, that lie.
301 number. What is your name and where are you calling from?
310, you mean, right?
Yeah, 310. Esme, my man, where you, man? You in the bathroom or you someone on top with your voice?
When I ask you around you go into that hole, you call him whenever your story. Put yourself together, watch pay.
Go ahead, my man. You're alive.
Okay. Is it better now?
Yeah, much better.
Okay, thank you. So, I agree with everything that Steve said. When we first heard about this, I just thought it was one of those regular, argument again with both of these guys because we've been hearing, what's been happening with them. So I figured, maybe it's just one of those disagreements. But when we saw the video, I'm sure everybody was shocked to see how severe and dangerous it was. So I agree with everything that Moses said, but I want to expand on it a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Sekou,
day were, say, vying to purchase one of the biggest media platform out there, right? And Moses and I, we were, supporting your cause. He's on a platform having a 2-hour podcast. I'm doing the same every day. How would you determine, right? Let's say you didn't know us like individually, but you know us to be supporter of yours. How would you determine whether Moses and I are fit enough to be one out of your main broadcaster or your director of operations? What would be the criteria in place? What standards do you have in place, measurement, to determine that Moses and I could do the job? And the reason why I ask this question is because while we may sit on here and chastise and hold accountable Fadiga and Cool and to some extent A.J. Kumar for their actions, it brings me back to how we operate in our country, how our country is operated, right? People are getting jobs, very important, vital position, especially when we're talking about the LDEA, that have connection to the peace and stability of our country. People are getting vital positions in that country based on what criteria? Because we sit on Facebook
because you support the person.
And we wear barrett, so all of a sudden now I'm a national security expert, or I'm the best surgeon in the war, or I can go and run operations at the airport. We've seen this in the previous government where, former President Weah will go and appoint people who have absolutely no relevant experience in areas, but they will put them there. Why? Because these guys were sycophants, like Sekou said. They were praise singers, right? And I'm not coming on here trying to diminish Hassan's experience in law enforcement. Not that I'm not doing that for AB, but what I'm saying is, how do we know that these individuals were capable enough or have the temperament, the qualities that we need in those positions to be able to perform the duty? And from what we saw in that video, President Boykai and those who sit on his advisory committee that are involved in appointing people to work for our people, did not do a good job.
Thank you.
They did not do a good job. We need to hold everybody accountable. The way people are given this position. We're talking about serious law enforcement positions, and we have guys threatening each other, fighting each other all the time. Like Steve said, this could have been very dangerous. People could have lost their life. So my point here is, so I can just move the line quickly. When we are appointing people to this position, we have to ensure there are certain measures, criteria that are in place, that when we appoint you and give you this position, we're not saying you're going to be perfect, but we're saying when there are times where you face adversaries or you face challenges or there are hurdles, you will be able to handle it much better than we saw these guys do on the video.
Thank you.
So thanks for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. 445, you there? Are you there? 7418. Are you there? Yeah. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Thank you, Brother Sekou. My name is Dila Soare, and I join you from Philadelphia.
Dila Soare, how are you?
Thank you. I'm okay. Let me say hi to each and all of your parents, Steve, Mom. All of them did a very great job. And let me appreciate you guys. Sometimes I read some of the comments. Sometimes people don't understand Steve at times. When you understand Steve, you now get better with the better. But that's it. Everybody has a push as to how we discuss issues. So basically, I listen to Mom, I listen to all of you guys. And let me appreciate everyone for the level of analysis around the LDA, because I want to believe that it is in the interest of my man, like, bro, no matter what side you support. But there's the issue in always that has always been, like, brother, not helpful. People being very unbalanced as to how they come with certain issues. I listen to Mom talking about the video should not be hosted as we should not look at that video and wanting to draw conclusions.
No, he said not just the video. He didn't say look at the video. Yeah. He said we should go beyond the video as well.
Thank you. Not just the video, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he scratched on the letter, but not talking about some things within the video. That which I think, as one person who I admire so much on this platform, was very unbalanced, being analytical. But you cannot drift issues by one side and not look at. And like yesterday I said, because sometimes we have the opportunity to talk on other platforms. Yesterday, like I said, there's some of the biggest allegations that were made against Evie. It is grave. So the usual things in like brother that's having Brother Sekou, it is investigations upon investigations has gone under the carpet. We have not seen the conclusion
conclusion of any investigations in our country. That allegation is grave. For me, the drama in abroad, Big Brother, you don't want to fall for it because what some of the things that we have seen on the surface is that drama. The real thing is inside. So, like I said, some of the business investigation should be investigated. Let's see the conclusion of that investigation. And the push out that Fadiga brought in that video, brother, nobody wanting to see that and Michael Man or cosmetics that whole issue. He was wrong. In every sector, we can give you some instances when daddies in gang, when daddies went against Tumba, it was because they respected Tumba at certain level. You cannot, even you are as a boss, in certain terrain, you cannot go there and do certain things to your honor, man. It is not wrong because it's not safe for you. You cannot go in somebody else for the things, my man, get out of my office with weapon. Nobody come with weapon. You have to understand that that's his office. Don't you guys work? You should be there, but you have to look at the circumstances surrounding that particular issue. So, like I was talking about Daddy to conclude.
I want you to conclude.
Yeah, quickly. When I'm talking about Daddy and Tumba, Daddy went and sent somebody to Tumba to get some business information to get him coming over. Tumba said, I'm not coming to you. Right away, Daddy wake up and went to Tumba. In that process, he wanted to do some things that were not right. And that terrain was not safe for him. So, to even, like Steve was saying, to even protect yourself from being harmed, it is you wanting to do something that you prevent yourself. Two options. Leave, not attend the meeting. Attend the meeting and leave up your weapon. But what Fadiga did, no some security-minded person now will do that. Again, everybody's subordinate should respect your boss. That's just the fact. I'm not taking side. I said the investigation should go on. Anybody that is wrong should be fired, should be suspended, and face the justice system because some of the investigations, they are grave. And let people start being tribalistic. Tribal things has not helped our country. Being religious, two men in government has not helped our country. Let's stop these things when it comes to the conversation. Balance your thoughts on conversations and do the right thing. Let me say thanks to you guys. There will always be disagreement. There will always be counter.
And then before you go, let me tell you this. The aspect of tribalism and religious, fanaticism will continue. And most of those who are accusing me of being biased, they are doing it because I'm a Madingo, AB is a Madingo. So every analysis that we give, as long as any piece of it that seems to favor AB Kroma, they will say I'm doing it because I'm Madingo. But now Steve is not Madingo. So the tribalism it will remain, and there are people there, they are just, that's the only way they can make their argument. Because if you they will have nothing to say. So we just gotta live by it.
Did we meet this caller? Did we meet this caller full season?
I don't know his impression.
Thank you. Please ask that caller. He sounds very familiar.
He gone already. Because I don't want to keep. You got a lot of callers. Let him tomorrow caller.
Yeah, let.
443 number. Last four DJ 4668. 4168. Sorry.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, SKTV. Yeah, this is Ali Masare from Maryland.
Ali Masare from Maryland. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sorry, you guys. Sorry to all of you for the long wait. The cost are so much.
It's okay. No problem. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, the problem here, the whole AB Kroma and Fadiga team, really for me, I would really appreciate if the president can fire Fadiga. You don't do that to your boss. This is one of my greatest disappointment. I can always say this. We come in America here, all the good things we learn in America. When we go abroad, we do the opposite. If Fadiga was in America here, and he working under his boss, and his boss doing something that he's not satisfied with, can you go in your boss office to do that to his boss?
No way.
All the thing we can't even do here. The people we working with, but when we go working with our friend and billionaires, we like to disgrace them. We don't give them that respect for getting to know, this person is my boss. Once you work, I working with Sekou, even when I'm older than Sekou, but Sekou is my boss, I have to give him that respect. If Sekou is doing something, I should know. Yeah, as he said, there is somebody about Sekou that I think I can reach out to. But what she did was, it was actually wrong. He has no right to go in the boss office to be using those kind of words on him. You can't do that. If you know you're working with a man, he's doing something that you don't like, reach out to someone. If there is no way, resign and leave the job. If the president really needs you, you will find somewhere and say, oh, Fadiga, you can go. Okay, let me put you here to work. I have similar issue with my director who were working. Every now and then, they had to talk between us. Every now and then, they had to talk between us. One other day, I went to where she did something. I went straight to the manager and said, I can't work with this lady. If she's the only person, I'm going to resign. And I left the office. They called me, we can't allow you to go, we need you. And they sent me to another area to work. Finish, because what was happening in the office, I don't want tomorrow they say, oh, Matale was here, this and that, all kinds of things. And when I left, it even said take too long. What they mean, I said I couldn't work with her, the whole thing came in. They ended up firing her. So if I didn't know AB is doing something, he's supposed to go and reach out to the president or somebody instead of doing what he did. So for me, I would rather love for the president to fire him. The thing we can do in America here, we should go to Liberia and teach our people the good thing that we're learning here. Those people over there, they expect that we are here, we're learning the best that we're supposed to make change in our country. What we can do here when we go back, when we shouldn't do it there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's leave it there. Let's go to the next caller here. 952 number, last 4 digit 8420. I'm hoping is this guy.
That kind of time was all close the show.
Hello? Yeah, we're coming close the show. Hello? Yeah. No, Ben, hold on 1 second. Not you. I'm talking about the 952 number. Are you there? I don't know. Prince, my man, you've been calling. I know the line been busy. I got you through now. We can get you. What's going on?
No, I'm here. I'm checking. This is Prince Double. You getting me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for accepting my call. Sekou, that whole video, I saw a little bit of it yesterday on Spoon, but then this morning around 3 o'clock, I got the whole video, and then I watched the whole thing. Well, whatever happened before, but for that video that was shot there, whatever thing that built up right there before that video, when AB came and said nobody bringing guns in the office or conference room, if the guys didn't want to go to that meeting, they should have got in the cars and left the area, or don't go there. Even though his reason, the man is a security man. He said no gun coming in here. You don't know what he heard. You're not supposed to, you didn't want to go to the meeting, get in the car and leave. Why? The other guy, Bahuku, I know the guy very good. The man from Grand Chile, my current man. Yeah. But the man started instructing and Fatigatu, that my beginning from Abidjan Day. So I know these people, I ain't seen AB before. But from that video, you can see that was something that built up. And these guys, the president shouldn't reinstate these guys. If you want to keep AB, but if you keep those guys there, somebody's going to die. The guys will shoot, the guys got guns. They're going to shoot each other in that field, have a Western style shootout. So, but the video was the thing was very unprofessional right there for Fatiga. Man, you live in America here. You go to some jobs, you don't like the person, but for that professional thing and your pay, you work with the person and you're 8 hours, you go home. You don't go and shut your boss. Your boss said, don't come into a meeting with your recorder or videotape, and he's shutting. But who should come back to Philadelphia? He's from Philadelphia, and Fadiga from Minnesota. They got to come back here. And something there that when we come from here and go there to like build and get your job, and we think that we over the other people, that's AB is the director. When that man has something on AB, you know that AB doing something wrong, there's a process and there's a procedure you need to take and follow the procedure and get to AB and get to the bosses that hire AB. But that video, anybody see that video, they will know that those guys are very unprofessional, and he's talking about AB recommending him. If he had anything against him, AB will recommend him to the president to hire him. So these guys need to stop. These guys claim to be the educated people, the best people. They graduated from schools here in the U.S. and they go down there, the thing they can't do here, they should do it over there.
Thank you.
Just like for the guy do that thing like in America, you get fired, they'll lock you up. He knows that.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Please, you need to return my call, please.
All right, I think we got Abraham here from Norway, all the way to Europe. Abraham, are you there? All right, yeah, you got to tone down the monitor and speak to the stuff.
Yeah, is that okay now?
Yes.
Okay, thanks so much for accepting my call. You know, you guys said it all. I just want to add my voice. From the first incident that occurred between the two guys, I've been monitoring them. Look, the President Barack does not fire Fatika, and I don't know what will become his government, of his government. When AD came on spoon the last time, he said the only person who has the right or who is the spokesman for that entity is the boss.
Yeah.
But if you go on the Facebook, you will see Fatika, Office of the Director General
For operation.
for Operations.
Mm-hmm.
Office of the Director. He goes to ghettos, he holds programs. Those things are indirect undermining. But let us not forget, every time the two brothers talk, the Fatika brothers, when people talk about these things that are occurring, they often say the issue of the drugs is not limited to Liberia. It's something that concerns the international world. The two deputies, the Fatika brother and the other man, they carry a letter to the Justice Minister reporting A.D. Corona. And according to Dr. Richardson, copy of that letter was sent to the United Nations.
Look at that.
That alone is an act of even undermining the government.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do that. That alone is undermining the government. And so it is from that place, the Justice Minister office they came from, and AB wanted to hold meeting. You could see the thing clearly. The two of them, your arrogance, insulting their boss, knocking tables, doors, and other people stopping them, they beating on them. And so for me, if President Barack does not fire Fatika, he's going to have problems in the future.
Thank you.
Let me add to what Steven said. This warning, I hope if Fatika is listening, he should take this warning. No one in Liberia, none of the entities will accept Fatika among them. The way he behaves, nobody will want to work with him.
True.
Imagine, he already exposed the government to the international world, telling the people they may hire Ulimo, they may hire Mandingo. He already created a kind of vacuum that the whole AD and the Mandingo group against the international community and the country at large. So for me, I don't think they should maintain him.
Thank you.
And then even when asking yesterday,
let's leave it there.
these claims that you people are making, these things that you guys are saying, do you have any evidence? He stumbled.
Yeah.
He was not able to directly say yes. He said, but when the time comes, the evidence will come. That proves that they are making all stories. That other violent and other land that ABA has been working together, there has been no problem. But now Fatika come right away, there's fire in the camp there.
Thank you.
So
Thank you. Thank you.
He said the man is going to expose him to the international world.
All right. Thank you so much. So this will be the last caller. That's Ben. Ben.
Yeah.
I mean, are you there?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. You're the last caller.
I know. It's my first time being on for this long, but that's okay. So, the last caller
Guys, this is Ben Jonah, the Uncover CP calling from Minnesota. So I think the last caller said some good stuff, and I think that's the reason why Monk was on a point. But I think people didn't try to grasp what Monk was trying to say. First of all, let's establish a few things here. Recommendation by anybody is a good thing. But so what? So if ED recommended Hassan, so what? That was a good gesture. We can count that, people. Here was the thing that we all need to look at. The letter that Fadiga wrote, that letter is very dangerous. And people need to take the time and write and read a letter. Based on that letter, Waka will be forced to fire one of these two men. The two of them cannot hold no public office in that country. Here is why. The letter out of Fadiga is lying, and if Fadiga is lying, he cannot hold no public office in that country. And if Fadiga, what he's saying is true, it means that AB will have to go, and you have to go to jail. That's how serious that letter he wrote. And that's what Bob was trying to point out. Yes, we can see in the video that Fadiga was misbehaving. Granted, we all know that this thing didn't just start from that video. These people have been having problems prior to this video coming out. So there are things that have been happening behind the scenes. And we cannot ignore those things that have been happening. But again, this letter this young man wrote, I don't trust Fadiga. I know they are making his other brother are making a lot of lies. But if what he wrote, if it is true, then AB will go. If it is lying, Fadiga has to go. So there is no way those two men can ever hold any job in Liberia based on that letter. And I think that's the point Bob was actually trying to stress. Because forget about the bickering that all the nonsense that Fadiga said to AB. That's disrespect. We get that part of it. But that one has nothing to do with the thing that he wrote in that letter. Because if he lied on AB like that, such an egregious lie, if that is a lie now, then that's bad for the country. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you so much. Monk, are you there?
I'm here listening.
Yeah, so man, what say you, man? The show today is really, really hot.
Yeah, I just hope when I come with my offering basket on Friday, all those people that calling, they should show up. I just want to remind them,
Oh
and
my God.
I know our Liberian politics, when you look at the AB Kroma and Fadiga issue, there's a movie.
I'm telling you, I'm going to sleep. Sekou Kroma, I thought you were sleeping. Sorry, I thought I'm going to go.
Oh yeah, I must say, I thought he was going for the day.
You make up sleeping for forever. All right, go ahead, Monk.
I listened to Steve. Steve came on later in the show. For me, I'm not a security expert. Sekou, most of the time on the show, anything security, I say you can refer to Sekou. I'm not trying to be a security expert. I'm just using common sense here from my own level of understanding and based on the facts. People can choose what they want to do. The reason I'm focusing on the drugs issue, drugs issue is bigger than politics. You are looking at a whole generation of Liberians that has been wiped away with some of the worst narcotic drugs on the planet. It might be your nephew, your nieces, someone that you know. I have one of my old man best friend whose son just died from the same or drugs overdose. So I know it's a national security issue than politics. So for me, I don't prioritize politics. I'm a pick a side in politics, but it's not. I gotta do extensive that. I don't use emotion. I think on my brain. I don't think on my heart. My heart was not meant for thinking. My brain was meant for thinking. Let me give you a typical example. People came here, they're talking about. Now what I said, just for hypothetical reason. Let's just assume that everything Fadiga did was across the line. Disrespect, cross insubordination, or undermining the government, even to the extent of being fired. I would support that. My question is, when you weigh pound for pound, the allegation that he made against his boss, which one are you going to prioritize? Because according to his funding, or according to his letter, his action was the byproduct of something that been happening for an extended period of time. So let's assume he comes from America. He understands institutional rules and policy. He understands guidelines and regulations. Yes, I don't think Fadiga went to Liberia with the expectation that he's going to oversee or play the role of a boss while AB Kroma is there. The resume don't come. They don't compare. People will say. But the question is, and Steve talking about, he's saying that, oh, because the president is involved, maybe his president's son might be involved. If you fire Fadiga, then it's a vindication of Fadiga that there are other big hands in it. Let me remind you of something in America. Go and watch your movie, The Called Training Day. Is the exact thing between Denzel Washington, who happens to be the professional narcotic fighter. He was the one with all the experience and resume. He brought a white kid on the job. I ain't know that when they were in the force, they assigned a kid to go and cover and shadow. So they were fighting drugs. But that new rookie who was assigned to Denzel Washington, when he went on the field, he noted that everything he went through orientation and training, it was the complete opposite. Denzel Washington was a renowned criminal playing the role of the government at the same time working with the drug cartel. So when the kid came on the job, he was like, wow, they're total opposite. As a result, there was a fight between Denzel and his own rookie that he's supposed to be training. I'm not insinuating that SBA is a criminal. I'm just saying there's a possibility of that. Because when it comes to fighting drugs, it's the whole thing. And drugs is very lucrative. I am saying, if we give this thing time, the chips will fall. For us to be drawing full book, oh, Fadiga is disrespectful. He walked into his boss office with gun. I am saying there's just a symptom. There's not an online cause. So if we give it time, if the president want to be fair, if the president believe that he really want to wage a war on drugs, then he will go where the facts are. The only thing that caught my attention in the case, if Fadiga wanted to play politics, or maybe let's assume that he wanted to honor man A.B. Kroma, I don't think he will go to the extent of reading to the Attorney General and the Minister of Justice, because he knows if you go to that level, it will bring a deep investigation. So except you want to tell me that the upper hands are into this thing, they are pretending like they are fighting drugs, and they are doing the opposite. That's the only way, because I will not even fire Fadiga. I will go to the letter and see what is happening here. But if we want to do the Liberian way to say, oh, my man, you from overseas, this is how we do it yet, then I don't know. Then why would you want to fire Fadiga? Because it's just a vindication that you are playing by the playbook of Liberia. That's one thing. Which one carry the biggest penalty? The revelation Fadiga made or gross insubordination? That's all.
More.
Steve, I want to say something. You want to go first?
Yeah, let me react quickly because Mom called me out directly. Mom, we're saying the same thing. Okay. But the way in which you are looking at it,
yeah,
your expectations on this case, you need to manage it. Remember the first public statement the government
I don't
made.
have expectation. I just want to get to the bottom to see who is lying here.
The first public statement this government made to all through Amara was manage your expectation.
Okay, anyway, you're right too.
The reason I'm saying this to you is Fadiga played her hand wrong. Fadiga reacted emotionally. And because he reacted emotionally, it exposed anything that he could have done to expose the bigger picture, even if it existed. Let me tell you something today. Let me put my thing in the camera. There will be no investigation done about that A.B. Kroma involvement at Fadiga role. That Fusa, they're going nowhere. You're hearing. They're not going nowhere. Fadiga should have written that letter, behave himself, and then push the government to investigate A.B. Kroma. Not go and act the way he acted. The way he acted overshadowed whatever legitimate concern he had. In fact, to even go a little deeper, if you giving the guy a hint, and in order to protect themselves, they will have to let him go. And anything he say, it will be not nothing at zero balance. There are no case. They will come out with something. Let me tell you something. You don't know who you are dealing with. You look, this thing is deeper. I'm not saying the claims that Fadiga made are not legitimate. His inability to manage his emotion screw up this entire thing. There was no need for him to create that scene. So what happened? He overshadowed everything with a video and then noise and the scene that was created. All he could have done, taking that the evidence that he has, report this case to the justice minister. If nothing is done, resign and walk away. Then pursue this. But you know what he did? He wanted to be the one to go and report. The scene what he wanted to do, arrest A.B. Kroma. That's what he wanted to do. You don't make any sense. You don't make a report, then you go and act. He should have waited. As a security minded guy, he should have waited and see what the government will do and how they will proceed. So again, Monk, let me tell you right now, what you are saying should be the right thing. In fact, what you are saying, let me agree with you 100%. This is bigger and deeper than we are hearing and we are seeing. But Fadiga screw it up. I'm saying it today again, and we hear. That was here.
So
technically, you are saying that in this case, protecting the institutions exceed that of the ethical approach, because Fadiga,
most definitely. Most
definitely. Okay, now we're on the same page. Now I got it.
So, Mom, let me say this. You know, these are security matter, and I'm not an expert, but have little experience. And when it comes to joint security operation in a country, you'll be confused if you've never been in it. Do you know the defense, NSA, NBI, and other forces on the executive mansion, they work together.
Yep.
The joint security team. I've had the opportunity to work in that environment. And those who are saying, oh, Sekou, you're wrong, Sekou, you're biased, I don't really blame them, I don't fault them, because they have no clue. They are thinking that this is just civilian to civilian thing.
Yeah.
Yes, you know, this is a personal thing, our livelihood among our communities and family. We are talking about security here. In fact, there were some revelations made yesterday. You listen when that Pekin said the ticket that came for Fadiga and Abi Kroma, the invitation to go to whatever they went to. He said Senegal. We said Guinea-Bissau. He said it was done by France. He said later on Abi Kroma una ticket was cancelled by France. France, now LeBron government. And you move from there. You go to the letter written by Fadiga, as you mentioned more. What that letter entails, the danger, the exposure of that letter. If Fadiga actually seizing that letter to the United Nations or any other international community without the acquiescence or approval of the executive through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs or National Security, Chairman of the National Security, which is the Attorney General of the country. If Fadiga actually did that, wrote the letter to the Attorney General, to the Minister of Justice, and then CC Cape, United Nations, or other people outside of the jurisdiction of Liberia, that alone is a reason to fire Fadiga and investigate him.
Yes.
From security standpoint.
Yeah.
That is exposing the country to the outside war. In fact, you are telling the country that Joseph Nima Boakai appointed a drug dealer to oversee drug fighting. Because Joseph Boakai, they did their due diligence, they did their vetting process, they felt that Abi Kroma was able to do the work. But yet, Fadiga is saying Joseph Boakai appointed a drug dealer to lead the fight against drugs. Beyond that, even if everything Fadiga said in that letter, it will take everything at face value. That does not justify Fadiga's action yesterday. Even if he's right 100% that Abi Kroma is doing X, Y, and Z, that does not justify his behavior. What he did was dangerous. He exposed himself to being killed, and other people being killed. In fact, I was told last night when Fadiga slapped the guy, and when the guy they rushed on Fadiga, Fadiga wanted to reach for his arm. That's how they disarmed him. You see that? That's what I was told last night. I told you, Steve. So, like many of the callers have said, people are not stupid. And people, you don't have to be a security expert. But common sense, if you went to a meeting, the person chairing the meeting, the person calling for meeting, set a rule, say, I don't want arm here. He said, but we normally come here with arms. So what happened today? No, I said today, no arm. Either leave your arm or walk away. You don't have to attend the meeting. But the fact that they went in there, he forced himself in there. The fact that he forced himself in there and created a scene, and also ordered his men to fire tear gas at the DEA office. It was A.B. Nkrumah who called the police director. That was, I've confirmed that from the Liberia National Police. The A.B. Nkrumah who called the police director that there are guys here, Fadiga brought some guys here in military attire, with tear gas, with wear arm, but the guys have managed to disarm them, but it's still causing chaos. That's how the police director went there and asked all of them to give the arm to him. He gave all the arms to the police director. He took Fadiga and other guys to the police station, to Central. The AB Command drove to follow them. Before they had a conversation there for 3 hours, no understanding. They went to the office of the, they went to the home of the vice president, and they went back to justice ministry. So Fadiga's action, whether all the reporting, whether that's true or that lie, his action alone is tantamount to be dismissed from his job because he doesn't know what he's doing. It's not professionalism, because what he did yesterday could cause a lot of people to be killed. Then the government firing Fadiga should not stop the government investigating the allegation he made. That's from a security standpoint, this guy, whatever he did yesterday, including sending the letter out to international community people, exposing Liberia before even anything being investigated, and also coming to expose everybody to danger at the office of the DEA, and the gross insubordination that violate the code of ethics of the paramilitary law, he should be fired with no even thinking about it. He's not fit. He doesn't have the temperament and understanding of being a security officer. If A.B. Nkrumah is guilty of anything, the government can investigate A.B. Nkrumah, and A.B. Nkrumah is guilty of anything, alleged by Fadiga, the government knows what to do. Not only to be fired, but he should be prosecuted. If A.B. Nkrumah is guilty of anything that's been alleged by Fadiga, especially instead of fighting drugs, but being a drug dealer, if that is something that can be proven, definitely the government should not only fire A.B. Nkrumah, but they should arrest him and prosecute him, like they will do with other prosecutors. But guess what? Like Steve said, no investigation coming. You never see any investigation result of any investigation in Liberia. At the end of the day, Fadiga will be fired. Owu will be fired. A.B. Nkrumah will stay there, and we move. The only thing I can tell you, the only thing that is holding Joseph Nyima Bwaka back, number one, he's away. Number two, Stanton Witherspoon power over Bwaka. And he recommended Fadiga. If Stanton Witherspoon aspect is dealt with, like the way they did when Stanton Witherspoon and his people went against Sarah Beslow. But Joseph Boakai said no. I know there was some, commotion in the back. Likewise, the Fadiga issue is right now. If Senator Waterspoon concern is addressed, because he's the one holding it. Joseph Boakai, when Joseph Boakai come back, they will fire Fadiga and the other guy. That's the clarity I wanted to make to you guys.
And you just said it right, because that's my point of contention. And the scenario you just laid. Like I said, you got more in-depth knowledge when it comes to this security matter as compared to me. I'm reading what I'm saying. But if the premise that you and Steve are laying down, what you guys are trying to say is Fadiga, then you insinuating that Fadiga is doing the right thing, but he breached security protocol because you must protect the institution over ethic. Now,
doing the right thing by doing what?
No, I'm saying
that you see, I'm insinuating doing the right thing, like such as
because you're saying that there will be no investigation because there has never been the outcome of any investigation. So technically, if there is no investigation, there is a vindication of Fadiga that then somehow there are people in the upper echelon that are part of this. Because I would take the middle road. If you want to take the middle road, you have to carry on an investigation. Because for me, I'm not a security guy, so I would think that the allegation, the threat from those allegations carry more magnitude and weight than just gross insubordination. Because the last time I checked, if we want to talk about gross insubordination, Mama Kakaba was the one forcing the National Investment Commission to sign a deal. We reported it on Facebook. So if you want to talk about gross insubordination, it's been happening in the Boakai administration, even at the worst level. So my thing here is, if there will be no investigation, and Fadiga is a foregone conclusion that he's out here, his other guy, then it means that Joseph Boakai himself is the biggest drug dealer. Maybe then he's the boss for any crime. Because why would he not want to conduct the investigation?
Not necessarily.
But then why there will be no need for investigation?
No, they can do internal investigation.
Okay, that internal.
And then, let me tell you something. This is the government. They can do internal investigation. In fact, from a security standpoint, Fadiga could be fired for his behavior. Whether or not Ebi Kroma is guilty, that's the thing you don't understand. Whether or not Ebi Kroma is guilty, that does not negate the fact that Fadiga behavior was unprofessional and it violates the code of ethics of the office he serves. So it is within the purview of the president to fire him or let him stay. However, if Fadiga is fired, does not necessarily mean that his allegations are right, because the allegation does not qualify him, does not give him the right to behave the way he behaved, because it's just an allegation. So he could be fired, and the allegation could still be investigated, and Ebi Kroma could find not guilty. So what Fadiga should have done, like Steve put it right, Fadiga lay a complaint and lay back, allow the process to go on.
Yes.
Because you have no power to do anything to Ebi Kroma. You're not the one that appointed him, and besides that, he is your boss. Allow the bosses to act. You have already reported to them. But Fadiga even going as far as sharing the information with outsider, something that's going to be investigated with Liberia, that is exposing the government. Because of that, the government can fire him for not knowing what he's doing.
Mark, let me say this. Let me say this to you. In a real world, exactly what you are saying, that's what we could deduce this to be, or what the expectation would be. Come on, think. Mamaga Kaba. Mamaga ability, I mean. If Joseph Boakai was serious about doing what is right, Mamaga ability should be fired by now. But it will challenge him on Facebook and on the show here. Like, you should fire Mamaga. You should fire Mamaga. Eh? You know why? One of the reasons he couldn't fire Mamaga? Mamaga never created or since the thing happened, she's been quiet. You see, you're talking? On the contrary, that's what I said. Fadiga honored his own case and himself. There was no need to do what he did. Just that video alone can be used. Don't forget about the letter. Just that video alone will be used as a ground of dismissal for him.
No.
Now, from an objective standpoint, from what you just said, if they push Fadiga's claim, Joseph Boakai name will be inside. You're here today. The song name will be there.
But Steve,
go
ahead, dude.
But because they don't want to go that route, so they will use Fadiga as the scapegoat here to let him go. Amen. This is what it's all about. And that's why I say we are saying the same thing, but you need to lower your expectations.
I know. For me, because that's what I'm saying. We are walking and chewing gum. Almost like Pythagoras. If A equal to B and B equal to C, then A equal to C.
Yeah.
I'm saying, let's just assume everything Fadiga did is wrong. They respect, insubordinate, honor man of government. Okay, I want Fadiga out. He crossed the line. But then the question is, if there will be no outcome of any investigation,
there should be an outcome. But because we know our expectation of this government, we don't expect anything
to come out of it.
Yeah.
But then if nothing come out, then equally so, then Fadiga, even though he crosses the line and he was booted out, then it means he's vindicated.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean Ebi Kroma is guilty of anything because
exactly.
But Fadiga cannot be vindicated and Ebi Kroma be right at the same
time. No, Fadiga is not vindicated.
Fadiga is not vindicated for anything.
But if there is no investigation to follow up with the claim that he made, then that's vindication. Then
Monk, here's the thing, Monk. You know what? Listen to the West who said, in this case, the government reserved the right to say we see no merit or even investigate it.
Yeah.
And all they said they do some kind of internal investigation. The report showed that nothing wrong with Don. Fadiga acted emotionally and he wrote a letter out of jealousy and so forth. And so they fire him. What do you say in that context? Let me tell you something, Monk. Let me tell you this. And I said this yesterday, I'll repeat it. And I gave Fadiga a call today. I hope he and his brother watching the show. His best bet is to leave. Yeah? His best bet is to leave. The second thing I said yesterday is this. When he comes back to America, he will talk. He will talk. Let me say this. And let me be on record SKTV again. He will talk. Let me tell you something. This is deeper and bigger than even Fadiga himself. This goes beyond Ebi Kroma, Fadiga, and so forth. Look, Mom. Look. There's a clandestine act going on. And the play where I got disappointed in Fadiga and I say he's not emotionally intelligent. He was not. He didn't exhibit emotional intelligence in this thing. He did not act like a professional. He should have never reacted, bro. He should have never created a scene. Look, that video that came out overshadowed the entire noise that he made, bro. Yeah. The legitimate claims that he maybe had or projected. It will overshadow it. Yeah?
I say you're actually right.
Because it looked more like he took the law, he was trying to take the law in your hand and he had a plan for Ebi Kroma. This was premeditated and all that extra stuff. What he should have done, you have a legitimate claim. Make your claim. In fact, if I were him, I would have made my claim, give it 2 weeks. If I hear nothing, I resign. And now I can come and say I resign because I made the legitimate claims. The government refused to investigate it. You refuse to do that. In fact, you will be held. In fact, the UN and other people could call you to even testify about the facts and evidences you have. But the way he put it for your own mouth, with a thing here, it overshadowed everything, bro. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. Let me tell you this. They're not investigating that, you know. Yeah. You even understand that.
That's the point. If they're not going to investigate, if they're not going to, if we should lower our expectation in the absence of an investigation, then it means that the people who are in the government and said that even at the top of even the Ebi Kroma, then they are all part of the same cartel.
Yes. But that's the thing, bro.
Then you're saying that it's a procedural mistake by Fadiga because he couldn't control his emotion.
Yes.
But that's what I'm saying. Then equally so, then Joseph Boga is not fighting drugs. Then Joseph Boga should be worse than Georgia in fighting drugs.
But Joseph Boga has never been fighting drugs. Who told you Joseph Boga is interested in fighting drugs? If Joseph Boga was interested in fighting drugs, the first instance, you have Ebi Kroma going from station to station asking for money for people to contribute.
I know, and looking for aid.
you have that. Secondly, if Joseph Boga were really interested in fighting drugs for you don't think they will create an avenue for Ebi Kroma because they think they were degenerated. Not the first time for Ebi Kroma and Fadiga to come out in public and make noise. I think there's the second or third time. The only way I told picture with the political advisor and he said Mandela Cooper. Mandela Cooper, that's what people go. And they told picture with them and say, oh, everything you find the DA and the DA working together.
I know, right?
So they have no interest in fighting drugs. Let me tell you what they have interest in. They have interest in connecting with drug laws to make money.
That's a underlying fact. I said it from the.
They have no interest in fighting job. You don't waste your time. Joseph Bagana get time for fighting job. Joseph Bagana now is in there. Joseph Bagana says he's a crook. So what do you worry about, Joe? That Jordan issue? Jordan issue. But we are sending again another warning to the government and another caution. They should come out and tell the Liberian people what they want to do to Guinea-Bissau. Because if they don't, we tell the Liberian people. And we talk about the yellow machine, we talk about other things. So they will tell you, and you're watching the show from distance, don't tell the Liberian people what Joseph Baga really want to do to Guinea-Bissau. Because if he doesn't, we'll discuss it. We don't want to discuss it.
Yeah, because what happened? If he doesn't, they will discuss it. If we don't discuss it, Fadiga too will discuss it.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. So either way, we'll be discussed.
We got Eugene Fagon on our hands, right?
Exactly.
What is Eugene Fagon? Look, let you, yeah, bro. No, Mom. You see the question?
We gotta leave it there.
The question you asked and the thing you said is 100% on point. But President Joseph Baga, whether in the sky watching or in Labrador, in Singapore, or in South Korea, tell the people where you went to do that. And Fadiga, challenge to you.
Yeah, leave.
Challenge to you to stay there.
And Fadiga went to Guinea-Bissau first. And
challenge to Fadiga to come and say, I want to Guinea-Bissau.
He put there, he said, don't deal.
Fadiga challenge to you to say, I want to Guinea-Bissau. In fact, if they're trying to see how they don't say,
he said he went to Guinea-Bissau, but he told the people he went to Senegal.
And I don't say she, man.
Even every commander do it lie.
Every command flight information was so fake.
All that
flight information was so fake. Don't say Baga. You leave that story, man. You think that we know who talking? The FKTV here, man. We don't want them to tell the thing that I don't want to come. They can be shocked how we can mind to know someone eating it, but we inside. If you don't tell the people, we tell the people. So you got the option to tell them. Who might will get here from now this Sunday? You got to kind of bring yourself outside. You're not bring yourself. We will bring your story outside.
No, Sunday will be too early.
Sunday will be boring show.
You know who I want to hear from? Sekou and Steve. I want to hear from Chairman Belete because he's the head of the national security.
You want to bring him tomorrow? I can tell.
Yeah, let hear his thing. I mean, because
I really want to hear from Yeke today.
Okay.
But we're trying to see if Chairman Belete and Yeke, we can get all of them.
They kick Yeke out of the where they go.
Yeah, but I mean, Monk.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. And I want you to carry this, not just for you, but for other people who are listening. Joseph Nima Boagai will not tell Labran people why he went to Guinea-Bissau for. Joseph Nima Boagai know what he went there for. Ebi Kuma know what Joseph Boagai went there for. Fadiga know what Joseph Boagai went there for. The thing what Fadiga did by going as far as rating to send information to the international community about the people there. In fact, Fadiga telling you, you don't know the reason why America is not going to be funding LDEA anymore. Fadiga is telling you that Fadiga ready to go, but Fadiga just want to cause damage before leaving.
That's what I'm saying. There's another Eugene Fagon that says that.
I think
coming up with like CDC on steroids.
Monk. Let me tell you something. Fadiga is not a Eugene Fagon. Fadiga is more dangerous and loose than Eugene Fagon. And the bad part about, you know what? He got exposed to some sensitive information with key players.
And the problem too of Fadiga, I know him. Fadiga's problem is the temperament. Between the two of them, the other guy who can be on the show, he took a temper. But this other one is with a big temper. But the one that can be on the show controls the other one that is in the DEA. That is looking. Some twin can be that one can be more smarter when it comes to talking and understanding Liberian politics, the one that can be on the show that is the one that is where inclined when it comes to Liberian politics. But the other one here, he got temperament. His temper is too hot. Even the one that he don't want fight to cause woman cause.
No.
Even some of the women there now that are defending him right now, cost some of them before for ANC business, cost one of them. That one. So he own a temperament. It's hot. It's very hot. So that's what happened when when they went to DA office, and the behavior he exhibited there was because his temperament. Other than that, Fadiga will have a very good case. A very good case. And that exposed a lot of people, including the people up there.
Yeah, but I say one get tall, one get red. Hey, the other one get red, get tall. He let talking to it. Well, at that today I started knowing nobody.
Yeah.
Look, let me tell you something.
The one that just the DEA, he talked a lot. So his temperament, if you want to something, he can't say good. Or you cut him off, he start off, so he can get angry very fast and then he behave. Funny.
Look, let me tell you something. Fluffy boys then will go way back. That's my boy there. Fluffy boys and my boys.
Yeah, I know you know them from Aricos.
We've been rolling way back. Something they say I know we can't talk about security reasons in public. That's my boys. But I can call my own boys out. That me can call my boys out. That mean they want to do that one. I don't worry about my boy. I'm saying either way, Joseph will put it in. He fool in more. But I know for a fact, Fadiga then will be the sacrificial lamb. They will let him go.
So let me say this, Virginia, just to respond to your question. That's true. If it comes to temperament, Fadiga got more hot temper than Ebi Kurma. Ebi Kurma is a street ball. And we should go grown ball. Ebi Kurma na grown ball. Ebi Kurma used to street behavior, street fighting, and Ebi Kurma also let to show off. Even when he's speaking, he let to show that some educational prowess to show that he's well educated. Ebi Kurma is kind of show, he likes showmanship. That's why when you remember when they were appointed, I said they're not going to get along.
Yep.
I said that on the show.
For sure.
Remember that I said, I know Ebi Kurma, I know Fadiga, I said they're not going to get along. I said it right here when they were appointed before anything started. But the difference, they both got temperament, but Fadiga got more hot temper, but Ebi Kurma know the street more than him. That's why Ebi Kurma performed well as the CID director. He's fighting the same criminals and drug dealers. That's why he did well as 102 Deputy Police Director for Operation, because he knows the street. And beyond that, another advantage that Ebi Kurma got over him, Ebi Kurma have more experience in security. Somebody who served CID director for some times, at some point, Chief of Staff of the Liberian Armed Forces, and then also 102 of Liberia.
Fadiga.
There's no way Fadiga can be compared to Ebi Kurma when it comes to security. That I can say anywhere. And Fadiga's temperament will not allow him to work with not just Ebi Kurma, with anybody. He got temper, I know that. The other one, Hussein, he can be manageable. But the other one who is in DAE, his temper is too hot. Very, very hot. And you quick to strike. Yeah. Even between a female, you can cost you very easily. Cost your man, cost honor you, do anything. On Facebook too. You will not even you will not even hold back. So that's what it is. I think we can cut it a day.
Yeah, Mr. Kenneth. So I mean, that way it is. Y'all who want to stay with them, y'all can stay with them. Nobody will not stay with nobody. Will just tell you exactly what's going on.
I know, eh?
Yeah, you can't do politics with emotion.
Together, eh?
Yeah, Prince Double. You see, Prince Double. Yesterday when I said Ebi Kurma was once Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of Liberia, one guy wrote me, in my inbox. He said from Canada, Ebi Kurma that he, I don't know, cousin or nephew by extension. because the man from Kanwi or whatever. He said Ibi Kuma never served as chief of staff of Liberia. If you don't have the information, doesn't mean that it didn't happen. Some of you can refuse to learn. Those who know Liberia, who understand Liberian politics, they know exactly what's going on. And we speak from that, from that perspective. We don't just speak the regular thing. Yeah. So
we're not talking funny talk, basically.
Yeah.
We're not on funny talk in here. You want funny talk in your video. We're not on funny talk. That what ball then, if you go on our ball, but you got our ball. But the way you looking on the look of thing, but you got will not make it. Not just make it. I'm not saying love not here out, love there, but you will not just make it. I'm telling you will not make it. You will not make it.
It's gonna be tough.
You will not make it.
Don't say so, because we just won't have some control over when it comes to the UP party. So
what else won't get control when
the problem now, the thing is divided among
exactly so.
One group of people with the son of the president and the Grace B and other people there, I think they will rather have Ibi Kuma, and the center on them group would rather have Fadiga. So you will see now who actually got some control over Bagay.
They will not make it.
But again, plan that was the whole essence of supporting Joseph Bagay. Everybody want to be in control because he needs to be in control.
So we don't know now who get
so we will
pay. Well, I can say from the local teams, when you read look at for Juju. There could have been no ground to fire Fadiga, but Fadiga created a ground for him to be fired, and they will use that to fire him. That's all I can say. They will use that to get rid of him. They might compensate behind closed door and get him money to show him more, but how long it will go for? They could do that just to keep him quiet because he is informed. That one I can tell anybody the truth. You know what?
Strategic.
Yes, you know what even confused me, or what got me a little concerned or alarmed, is the fact that you and somebody working together, but the person is collecting information on you. That in itself, especially in the security apparatus, you know what I mean? For me and Monk to be working, but I'm thinking behind more collecting information.
Yeah.
For me and Monk working with operating more than my boss.
This guy went in that meeting. The reason why he in fact forced himself into the meeting because he had set his phone screen on recording.
Yes.
Because he wanted to make sure he caused chaos there, or go over there, whatever they've been discussing in the meeting, and record it. He record it and share it with I don't know to who. It was very unethical, to be honest. It was not right.
And that's why I say that's why he's spoiled.
But like Steve said earlier, most of the people there, without, I know some people doing it with honesty and from the way they understand things, but majority of the ones that were calling, that were doing this, that were doing that, especially from the library, most of them then they are doing it from tribal perspective. Somebody was asking whether Fadiga is Mandingo. Fadiga is not Mandingo.
But what does that matter?
No, because when they play tribalism against Ibi Kuma, when you talk about they say, but they're all Mandingo. No, they are not. So those who are doing their own thing based on tribalism, they are doing it because of they don't like Ibi Kuma. And those who they are doing it because they don't like Ibi Kuma. And some of them are doing it from political reason too, because of their interest is in Fadiga and Spoon talk and people then that Spoon recommended. Some of them doing it based on that they hate Ibi Kuma, not because of trap. But there are some who are just doing it because of his trap. We know that. And that's Liberia,
Monk, and you know what's interesting? I can tell Fadiga, I can tell him they want for a fact. No man on the ground will be comfortable with somebody who just came on the ground. I'm telling the truth. They would rather work with Ibi Kuma than work with Fadiga. Let's be honest. No man on the ground. You're here today. They will work with Ibi Kuma than Fadiga. So that anything.
That's the whole interpretation of we are on the ground. Why it mean like bro?
Exactly. I can tell you if that to throw why me on the bus for the guy, but will throw you on the bus any day, anytime. Truly speaking, that won't no jail about it. So you're wasting your time. You'll be standing over the guy here. Uber will be saying now you're watching while you're standing. When you're tired standing, you can't sit down so you can watch the show. Because the show might just starting. A long show here. Hey, also Eugene Fagon. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. But the guy come and start speaking against the government. Here, brother. Don't be surprised, yeah? Don't be surprised. They fight. They made all the game. In fact, the way I know said North are going to come. A.B. Kroma, ex-wife, his children's mother. The men are all our friends to start attacking on Facebook. I told Seku. Sunday we're chilling somewhere. I told Seku, I said Seku. Seku, the way I see the dragging Fatima all over the place. Something cooking for your for our DA commander. Because how they can start, they can get you cold first. People that are around you, they start attacking it. The position they start attacking, they start dragging that woman on social media. I saw some people standing with one side, they say, oh, that the minute, they say, okay, they think I'm start and the way we're thinking. Then take too long, they brought a big reminder. So, long story short, people, y'all want to stay with them, y'all want to sit down, at the end of the day, guess what? We on SPTV, we're staying rare and we're talking again to the United Party. You all tell the Labrampo what you go do in Guinea-Bissau, because if you don't tell them, we tell them. And put your body, you're going to do nothing because we get evidence to the thing yet. I will not worry about you.
Yeah, so Fadiga, like Felicia is saying, Fadiga and the guy who they appointed for sports something, Madala Kubo Osman, Senegalese guy, they are all of they from the all of trap in that place.
Yeah,
so the all of people, and you can hear jollof rice.
Yeah,
jollof rice. That all of people food there. They mean all of people rice.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, all of people rice. So that they put in there. Some of them are Muslim, some of them are Christian. They are, but in fact, they are more Christian.
My people, you very Mandela Kubo because she brought her husband or her boyfriend, however you want to term it, to or Joseph Bogado, the point you're wasting your time. In fact, I support Mandela Kubo on that. Who not want better thing? Who not want better thing? For you saying that, now, for you to call for your boyfriend and for you to appoint it to you're saying that, you're saying that looking at your boyfriend, you're saying when they go abroad, different men will take the other one, and I jealous say, oh, Mandela Kubo enjoy. I stand with my girl Mandela Kubo. Yep, I stand with. I stand with.
We're better.
I mean, tomorrow, man, I'll catch you guy.
Monk.
Yeah.
But the one Mandela Kubo, Mandela Kubo brought Senegalese men to a point. You saw me talking about you standing with Mandela Kubo to what you know.
Man, I ain't with her to say she's still some.
No, leave that story. I was okay, man, for woman. Then I woman.
Oh, that other woman, I listen to her.
Leave that thing by that one and that
news. That is only a problem with the man. Marry Mandela Kubo, but the man will go and divorce her first.
Too much drama in the other government, bro.
If you want a man to go and divorce, I'll go find a divorce.
That nyama government.
Monk.
Well,
110% I still my game.
Legally,
I still will. You know, Mandela Kubo exposed the hustle. Mandela Kubo will be hustling.
Men don't grow on tree. I'll take it for another woman.
But Monk, I don't know why they found Mandela Kubo.
Monk.
John, we have a wife. And
I mean, you didn't tell me how the Hatay look like. You try it?
I ain't even try it. I ain't even open the box. I got it back.
Hey, man.
I stand with Mandela Kubo 100%. You're who passing around like jealousy with your own. Will not get time for you. You'll be wearing jealousy.
The next person I come and say Hatay to the Felicia.
First, how you prepare? You put the water in a pot and put it.
We'll talk behind the hall. Why are you telling you? You're a funny guy. You're not just playing. What's wrong with you? Yeah, you acting like a funny guy. You're not just playing. You won't go for it more. Slow down. Relax. You don't show. Relax.
But be careful.
Yeah, you don't want to expose something. Don't expose all the things, bro.
You're something put out manual.
We'll get you manual. We'll get you code behind close door.
Let me tell you. moving gay analysis. All the opponents that are causing me, that are attacking me, Mose, you be careful before you put me problem for my boss.
Yeah, already
for grudging subordination.
For grudging subordination. Oh my God, this is funny. All of my people here, thank you. We really, really appreciate you guys.
Yeah, but Mr. Kane. Oh, I see my Elder. What's up? Long time I see you.
She will pay fan. Yeah, she will pay big fan.
I said, good to see Elder. It's been a while.
Yeah, that was it. She will pay fan. She will pay fan for missing your action.
Somebody told my talk about the motorist issue. We told you what will happen to the motorist already. We say we'll be yo, be chaotic. We told you. Like we don't want to tell you way out there. We don't want.
My man, I see you.
No, but I will see you later. But truly speaking, in all jokes aside, I'm a huge Mandela Cooper fan. And the thing about it too, you know, good Senegalese men can get more than one. So guess what? If the Senegalese man in a government position take another woman again, that's good. I stay with him.
Oh,
yeah, he will get Mandela Cooper and somebody else in the bro.
But the man got another woman already.
No, he will get another one again.
You got 3?
But the Senegalese president, my favorite president in ASEAN, I'm working with a man. I'm with a man directly, 100%.
You want to many women, eh?
Well, I don't know, but I'm just saying something. I'm saying what is factual and what is realistic.
We need to investigate you.
Yeah, but you investigate me like internal investigation.
Internal investigation. More, I will instruct more to carry on the investigation on you. Because since that the inauguration of this Senegalese president, you've been talking good thing about the man. You see, he let the man because the man got 2 wives.
I'm happy for the man. He's the most successful president I've seen in our contemporary time. The most successful president I see
you because this Steve guy he got problem. You know who I will assign with Monk to investigate you, Eugenia. I will assign Eugenia on your case. Yeah.
What?
I will assign Eugenia on your case, Eugenia.
Eugenia can get rest. You get a funny guy, brother. They are ready to get to. They can be
shy. But how can you say you can rest? You get to. I listen to her. No, but listen to her talking.
Where?
On a high blood pressure show, I put a place you can go.
On very much on show?
Yeah, she's a co-host.
Oh, like you?
Yeah, how can you call a co-host and she can talk? She can talk.
Oh, but then she on real noise show too.
Yeah. You know that?
Co-host for the high blood pressure show?
Co-host for the, for the undercover sedition. Because of that, for too much now. We are this is
no, but then what is the kind of the team of the high blood pressure show?
Yeah.
The team of the high blood pressure show. I think people it's so discombobulated and organized.
And the host can be snoring sometimes.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying when they can start, when the show can finish. What the schedule? Because I don't understand.
And the show can go for 5 hours or 6 hours.
Yeah, I feel on the show before the
best show ever. So late night, yeah. Me when I'm working so late, I can be listening to that show now, but I fall asleep.
But the thing I mean, like, I can call on the show, I won't contribute, but I can hear the host knowing. I said, but what's going on here? Yeah,
the host can snow sometimes. Yeah, all of one part of the show, you can listen to that one too.
You see, the call on Eugenia said, no hell, no day.
And the high blood pressure show. One time I was watching it before I learned that I'm one day. Everybody left, the host was snowing, so I recorded him and sent it to him. I said, man, I recorded him and I said, I call him, man, what kind of show you doing so? I recorded him snoring and I sent it to him. Yeah, my boy.
But Mr. Kind of truly speaking, I want John the show, but the problem
you're not welcome. You not end the show there.
But when they can start, when they can finish, the problem.
And I miss this girl who passed away.
Who?
That girl that passed away. She the one used to call. She the one used to be there to one of the hosts. Eugenia can't tell me again. He passed away in Texas the last time. Was it Texas? Somewhere. Hey man, I forgot her name. That little beautiful skinny girl that passed away the last time. She used to be part of the ANC people, eh? The show finish, my people. The show finish.
Oh yes, Seattle Thompson, yes.
Seattle. You know. Oh, Seattle one of the big person on our show. She used to be one of the
high blood pressure show.
Co-host too, sometimes. And
but when the high blood pressure show, yeah, no Johnny.
You got me. I can follow you.
Yeah,
I can follow because the one thing I like about the show, I can leave, I go to sleep, and I wake up and go to the bathroom. The show can still be on. I can stay listening.
And when you come, what didn't Benjamin be say sleeping or say talking?
Sometimes I can be snoring, but the show can still be on. Or sometimes you just post on a video on and show the. We all watch the video until we sleep, we come back, we start the show again.
You know, dude, I gotta call my side up and report that show.
No,
that confused show there.
No. So no, because all the thing came out because you say, you know, Eugenia can talk. Eugenia got sharp mouth.
Oh,
well, your voice just soft, but she can talk.
She can talk.
Well, I think I'm suspending her to be undercover citizen. Yeah, because she was working with undercover citizen. I'm suspending her, but we investigate her. When she and Mom finish investigating you, we reassign you to investigate her being, you know, undercover citizen also. Yeah.
So that investigation.
Yeah, but how well she will do your own, then we reassign you. Other than that, we'll assign me on.
So wait, we're investigating the investigators. What's going on? Because I'm confused.
The only investigation is stable now. You're not gonna investigate anybody, but they gotta investigate you for.
They gotta investigate me?
Yeah, for your addiction to this guy who got, you know, 2 wives. They got all over the place.
Speaking about that, Mr. Kane, maybe we'll bring in other news. You never hear the news?
What in?
In Kenya, they passed the law. It's on CNN. I sent it to you, check your WhatsApp. In Kenya, they passed the law. Men can marry more than one woman. And it's legal, legitimate. In fact, guess what? The Kenyan women got in the street, celebrated, and welcomed that news overwhelmingly.
See, what are the show coming? What are the show?
No, that the people that will live long now. Look, Kenya, as I speak to you, is one of the happier places to be on earth as to speak now.
But what are the show now? Me, I can't go now.
No, I'm just telling you the amount of tremendous.
You let the 2 women business.
No, they're not that one discussing. I'm just saying, why country with look 5 Saturdays now moving forward. We are waiting what funny thing.
What can you say?
They legalize it. They pass it. Make a marijuana
legalized right here too in Utah.
No, I'm saying for an African nation progressively to be moving in that direction. In this nation, it's a progressive move. In this kind of look with the kind of velocity. Come on. Look, just the tenacity alone.
Emmanuel said that's the old news. Yeah, but me, I just hearing it now. So it's news to me.
No, Mr. Kana, it was published. CNN, BBC, all the BP news. Look, the world has welcomed this. Okay. Look, and you know the important part about it. You know, I read the reactions in the comments and so forth. Guess what? I thought the women would have reacted negatively, but Mr. Cannon, the exuberance, the joy, the excitement, let me tell you something, the level of enthusiasm, the welcoming. The women were so over.
So you can go to Kenya now?
No, I don't know yet. I'm looking at nations around the world, but Kenya seems very welcoming.
The women will kill you. That's why I don't want to see you.
Yeah, I'll see you soon. Really bad.
I see your man Steve. I see man Steve. Steve just follow you. Yeah. Thank you though. Actually, Sarah Tooley sent us money when we were doing the heat of the show, and people were calling. I didn't want to cut people off. Sarah Truly sent us $60. Yeah. Sarah, thank you so much. I know, you know, I will not let it go without actually recognizing people's donation. Sarah sent us $60. Sarah, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Yeah, we'll be here tomorrow, hopefully.